to there, which I am predicting, Louis. We just saw, like, this has literally just happened. These teams are as hot as they get. They are warmed up. They are ready to go. And we got some cash on the line. First place, we get themselves $100. Second place, getting themselves $40. And we got the grand finals starting. This is it. We are on here with Simply Fear Me. He's over here on Rocket's side, and he's got a little bit of contention. Very quickly putting down Legends, gets rewarded with a little bit of Rocket action. Just like that, now teammate picking up Flag, mushing through the middle as the respawns get punished here. And that is, I believe, teammate almost there. Nope, actually did get stopped out in the middle of things. So over here, Snipe's side is where this action is at. Legends getting taken down the flank by Simply Fear Me. He has started this match with a vengeance.
Absolutely, that's about as good a start as you can ask for Simply Fear Me.
And Gold Star BR, look at this. Right when he needed it to, right?
Yeah, we're getting scrappy right now for if your team cracked, because you're trying to get this flag into your base, and it's inching closer and closer with each life, but not quite there yet. Meanwhile, Mockit does have the flag out of the podium, but nevertheless, that's a 1-0 cap for Cracked. They're up right now in game 1, 1-0.
Yeah, man, oh man, we're looking at Looney right now, and he came so close to knocking that flag carrier down as they were coming across, but did not get those headshots done. Now, he is just finding kills left and right, and again, that is going to be the name of the game, but got to play the objective, and now, with that, taking one nasty to the back of the head, this blue flag out here, red players all over it. Gold Star BR trying to finish out this flag runner, not going to happen. Takes a nasty melee to the back of the head. Hate to see it as red runs in one, tying it up here, 1-1, 10-18 on the clock.
Absolutely, it's tied up right now. Exactly what I expected out of these two teams. You know, close games, and I'm sure it's not going to disappoint. Meanwhile, though, Rockets are nearing respawn. I do believe they're about 5 seconds away. Oh, Shady right now, staying in the area. I do believe he's got his those rockets in the back of his mind. Meanwhile, actually, he's going to make his way across bottom mid. It looks like they're trying to advance a flag.
Flag captured.
That is the name of the game here. I know I've said it multiple times to try and stop repeating that one so much, but a couple members over here cracked. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Neurological. Yeah. Cracked is on the right. Mockit's on the left. Is that correct? Yeah, excuse me. I'm losing it here.
No,
my old
good.
age is getting to me. And look at me. I'm missing flag caps here. How dare I? Second one here for the side of Mockit. They only need one more. They got plenty of time with which to do it, Louis.
Yeah, and whenever Rockets had spawned, you know, about 40 seconds ago, that flag was actually capped. He elected not to grab those rockets, and I guess it was in an effort to ensure that that flag was going to be capped. If it was capped, they do have that two flag cap lead right now. Excuse me, it's a 1-point lead. But a double kill by Shady right now, flying through the air. He doesn't need the floor, but he is going to get taken down eventually. Nevertheless, though,
even Superman can bleed here. My oh my, just like that. Mockit running one in. Like you said, Shady was over there getting some very fancy shots and looking for the triple, but unfortunately, while everything's going on for Cracked, Mockit snaking one in the back. Now, those first two came very, very quickly, right?
Absolutely, yeah, they did. It was 1-1 for just a quick moment, and then before you know it, you know, Mockit put 2 more caps in. That's a 3-1 victory. That's all she wrote.
Seriously, yeah. And that was so fast too, right? Like, really quick games going in through there. And I mean, we saw what previous match? You said it was like 2 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, really. So the last series that it just ended on this match, the last series just ended on Coliseum Flag, right? That was a 2-minute and 44-second game. This one was 3 minutes and 18 seconds, both very fast. So maybe something to take into consideration as we move forward in the Halo, All Access Halo League. You know, in the future, we're going to be tweaking these things, and you know, maybe CTF Coliseum doesn't necessarily work if it's always going to be a landslide like that, or maybe we need to up it to 5 cap. Who knows? So keep that in mind.
It's a best of 7, man. I'm here for these really fast games. It was incredibly interesting. Now, look at some of these stats, right? Breaking it down, bringing the numbers in. Only player here with double-digit kills in this incredibly fast game, like you mentioned here, Shady, 10-5. So that's an even 2.0 kill-death ratio. Now, only one perfect kill here, Legends. We've seen what this player can do plenty, and 7 assists is just a wild amount. Same amount of kills, 7 for 7 for 7. That's 7 kills, 7 assists, and 7 deaths. A very even player here with the holy number. Moving on along, accuracy-wise, real big shout-outs to URE. That is the heavy hitter here for the side of Team Cracked with almost a 70% accuracy. That's a lot of headshots. Now, it's interesting that he did not pick up any of the perfect kills. That was only simply Fear Me there with the fancy pistol work, but that is just what the numbers go to say. Now, looking at captures here, it was a little bit spread apart. There was 2 of them for this Mista player, Shady taking 1, and both of them with 2 flag grabs apiece. But again, we talk about efficiency. That was all about what Striker was talking about, and there's a reason. It's just so effective. It's so representative of how these teams perform, right? And we're looking, of course, at a 75% efficiency rating. 4 grabs, 3 caps. Can't simply say the same for Cracked, and that is definitely part of the reason why that map went so quickly and why it went the way of Mockit.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very quick game, as Why Not Be Cassin is eager to point out. But nevertheless, Jordan, what do you think the biggest deciding factor was in that game?
Shady being able to control middle, right? I mean, we saw him end out with almost a triple, and again, just the ease with which this player does that, I think says so much. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. He was flawless, good rotations. We saw the same out of Simply Fear Me at the beginning of the game, and he took out 3 players, and there was one person to defend that flag run, and that one person was able to make that stop. I think they ended up capping that, but not after, kind of struggling to get that in. And so if you're Simply Fear Me, you're like, man, I'm doing all the work here. What's going on the other side of the map? Because he was definitely, he had that rotation. He had everything going for him. And it's unfortunate to see Cracked kind of go down like that.
Yeah, I am 100% with you on there. Every other matchup we've seen between these two teams, especially last match, their first matchup between you two, were just a lot more well-rounded, a lot more even. There was a couple. The first game between these two, when everybody could be saying that they're warming up, they're kind of learning the team. Their opponents, what roles wise they're going to be taking, what play styles and stuff like this, like how the team operates. So the first one of that was a 3-0 in the CTF, but after that, everything was super, super close. This was a 3-1, and I have to point out, Mockit did obviously drop a point, but that was Looney coming up there, and the only reason that this Cracked player was able to make it in was because a teammate was body blocking. Now, if Looney had gotten the opportunity to land all of his shots on flag carrier, that would have dropped one flag juggle outside. So who knows if they would have made it at that point. But the simple fact that Looney was there and it was there to make shots is good for his team, for Mockit. But I really do have to shout out Cracked. The awareness that comes around with body blocking, especially in a game like this, especially with relatively slim hitboxes for characters that are supposed to block off shots in that situation, is just going to be hard. And the simple fact that whoever was on Cracked, who was able to do that and realize that his teammates simply needed cover for another second, is just huge and very, very dominant. If you can recreate performances like that, then you're going to have a good time in this grand finals.
Yeah, absolutely. This Game 2 has just started. It's Strongholds on Eden, and right now Goldstar BR, he's got the overshield. He's making his way through blue base right now. They originally spawned in blue base, and for just a moment Mockit was spawning in blue base after the initial kind of play for everybody, but right now 1 cap per team, 0 points on the board right now, and so things are pretty even as we start this out.
Yeah, so these are representative of possession, but not full caps quite yet. As we see, Red Nest here, for example, is still significantly far away from a full-on cap. But we see Legends and More now pouring in here like water, trying to get something done using that rock, but not going to find anything for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Neuronical gonna drop, trying to reload those rockets, and right now, Nest goes to the blue team, and so finally the first point's getting on the board for Mockit. Right now it's a 2-0 lead. We got a long way to go because it takes 100 points to win in this game.
Yeah, it really does, and only looking at 4 so far, right? I mean, yes, blue is doubling up. That's Cracked, but they're gonna need to continue on with this, and I can guarantee you that Mock is not gonna give it up so easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I may have misspoke, but it is Cracked in the lead right now, 7-3. Catwalk being contested at the moment. He looks like he's going to make his way in there and try to start, hacking away at that red contention, but not able to do so. It's tied 7-7 right now. We got 10 minutes left in this game. If you had to make a prediction right now, what would you say? tugboat?
If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say that Mockit is going to come back on this a little bit more. Cracked has already proven themselves that they can have really aggressive offensive control over this mid-map and specifically the power weapons, but Mockit is going to be able to respond to that. Now, they'll be able to respond to that based on being able to pick up power weapons, and I'm sighing because as I say that, you watch Mockit just literally just kind of ease on in to overshields, and now he's effectively holding up top. Now he's taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the Mockit just needs to, not Mockit, excuse me. Cracked in a way just kind of needs to wake up and respond more to these power weapons and overshield. You can't consistently give these up because seriously, Mockit has already shown in last match in this one so far, we're looking at like 2 minutes in, that they can just do all the things in the world when they're given these resources.
Yeah, you know, overshield being in the hands of the same player that has rockets, that's, you know, odds are 100% in that person's favor.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you don't want to let that keep
You're
happening.
going to be in a good position, you know.
Right now
that's not necessarily a bold strategy, as Cotton would say.
Right now it's a 30-point swing in favor of Mockit, 40-9. As far as the scoreboard goes, Mockit only needing 60 more points to go, but we're not at the halfway mark yet, so...
No, we are not.
I mean... Cracked. Definitely, they got the number right now.
Sorry. Yeah, Mockit coming in from the winner's bracket, this kind of makes sense almost. There's a lot to be said for the mental fortitude that just simply winning gives you, right? All of these matchups before last one were 3-0s for Mockit and for Cracked, you know, until they played each other, obviously. They were the first teams to take points off of each other. And there's a lot to be said for winning before then. You know, coming from the loser's bracket, I can see Cracked being at a slight, you know, mental disadvantage. But we're going to see how that affects this, and if they're able to kind of shake that as we move forward here. Because I will say, Mockit has not taken a point in about 30 seconds. This 42, now soon 43, is the first they've taken in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Definitely Cracked clawing their way back into this right now. They're still down by more than 20 points, though. That is double of what they have. So... You know,
so far, doubling up, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, they're staying in the game. That's what they need to do. But you definitely need to see a swing, and you know, maybe having 3 people on catwalk may not be the best answer. But let's see if that works out for them.
I'm so split on catwalk, right? Like, do you stack it and from there try and make plays? Like, given that you're pretty much guaranteed to, well, you are guaranteed is if you stack it, you're gonna take it. Especially, you know, teams this evenly matched up. If you stack it, you're gonna take it. If you take it, you're going to get a point per, you know, 3 seconds, obviously. But from there, like I said earlier, you can make shots on both Blue Bend and other hills. So, you know, why not? You know, Nest is pretty even close, honestly. You could like reliably hit, you know, hit frags left and right. Neuronical actually getting a nice assassination on this one. Mockit Looney there looked like he was trying to hold catwalk, but I just didn't listen to the footsteps, I guess. I'm not sure.
Right, we're going to jump on board with Looney. He's right here in, what is this, red base? I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's red. He's on red bin now, making his way up to red nest. Able to secure that stronghold and not let them, you know, change that color. And right now he's in a little bit of a squab with Simply Fear Me. But Looney staying alive, calling for some help. Simply Fear Me also doing a good job staying alive. But right now Mockit desperately has the health advantage.
Almost threading the needle there on that last shot. Looney... I'm going to be happy that Simply Female was able to live through that one, because now he's with team and able to formulate a plan, push on to Blue Bend. Just like that, Looney taken out, player putting up 2 pieces, easy peasy.
Yeah, and I guess this is a good point. Why I don't like catwalk is I feel like you can bank nades in there from any point in the map. It just takes, you know, a quick second of aiming, and then you can land a nade in there, no problem.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Like, if you go there, you know you're not going to live for very long, but it's also a place that you cannot afford to ignore. You know. Two shots started off by Gold Star here. Now taking the fight down bottom is going to take some nasty third party from another member, and just like that, this is a Mockit team that is again picked up overshields.
Right, I think they've secured every single overshield that has spawned on the map in this game.
Yep, and every single one after that has resulted in a point cap. Now, moving up on Blue Bend, this is going to be set up very, very easily. 2 pieces coming on in here. Miss taking on with that Covenant rifle. not something you see every day.
Absolutely. I think that the overshield right now is really changing the game for Mockit, because whenever they don't have overshield...
Look, he just stayed alive for an extra, what?
Right.
There was frags everywhere. He just stayed alive for, what, 2 that he should have died from?
Absolutely. I think that...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. So, clearly, Crack needs to get a hold of that time, but, Mockit has just got it timed so well, and they're on top of grabbing it as soon as it spawns that... I don't see Crack making their way back into this game unless they secure the very next overshield.
And see, this catwalk push now, when you have 2, not sure about this one. Mockit Looney was doing a great job of that constant rotation that we saw, past 45 seconds or so that he was, committing to, going from Red Nest on over to Blue Bend. And, I mean, he was picking up kills left and right. Now, and obviously Rocket is between those 2, so it only makes sense to continue that. Now with aggression, we're going to be seeing flips both onto Catwalk and Blue Bend. That was Gold Star. I'm not 100% sure what he hoped for there. 7-second respawn now started.
Right now, Mockit securing Catwalk for just a moment as Simply Fear Me and Neuronical are able to
an interesting name, Neuronical.
Right. You got to stop and think about it for a quick second.
It sounds like a real word, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But anyway, we will speculate about literary veracity a little bit later. Looney trying that same rotation, but not finding the same success as triple stacked is Red Nest. Blue, that's Cracked, is taking advantage of that. Now looks like they're making Catwalk out of the affection.
He's down there making that play for the overshield. He knew exactly what was coming up.
There's the overshield again. Yeah, I will say this time it looked like Crack was trying to give him a little bit of flack on that. Cracked with the flack, one might say, and not give up the overshield so easily. But this is again going to turn into a easy push onto Red Nest. It is just a longer flank coming out by Shady. He's got the time and he's got the overshields with which to do it. That was not a stick, was it? Yeah, no, a barely missed stick. I do believe I heard you guys shouting about the first stick seen on stream last game, or second game of the match you guys started.
Yeah. It was the second one seen on stream. Earlier, Pyretic had one pretty swanky around the corner that we didn't even see land, but he got the kill confirmed and everything. But yeah, not able to land that overshield sticky, and you definitely need that to convert that. And just like that,
yeah, that is Cracked just with an absolute run there at the last. That 91, 93 point looks like it was going to stop around there, but not so easily. That's going now, what was that, 100 to 67?
It looks like the final score was 100 to 72.
172, yeah, pretty close here. So Red, again, that's Mockit taking game 2, going up 2-0 in the series. Now they have not gone quietly into the night, Cracked, but this has consistently been what Mockit beating them by about that 25-30% range, right?
Yep, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah. Now something I'm looking for is differences based on these game types, right? We looking on their previous and the winners finals between Mockit and Cracked. Cracked 3-0'd in the CTF to begin with, then put the 50 to 38 in the Slayer. Now returning and answering that, Mockit 3-2'd on the it's not midship, it's Refuge, I believe. So a very, very even scoreline. Then 150-141 on the next matchup. That was Mockit over there on the headquarters. Very, very close. And then 3-2 again on the CTF. Follow those up with a 99-100 game 6, and then a 48-50 game 7. What that tells me is that these Slayer matches are going to be very, very close. Cracked is always going to be there for those. They won the first one 50-38 and only lost the second one by 48-50. So with us going into now Refuge Slayer, that is the one that they won 50-38. So I'm really just predicting that Cracked might be taking their third W here.
Yeah, I guess it's worth mentioning right now. It's Mockit leading 2-0, correct? I do.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Wait.
And so.
Yes, Mockit leading 2-0.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Refuge right now, we're coming up. It's going to be a Slayer game. You're saying that you think that Cracked has a chance to take this game from Mockit.
I'm saying, sorry. So, again, Cracked came fourth, and, I guess I said that backwards. So, last time, I'm sorry about that. Cracked was on the left and Mockit was on the right. That has been giving me problems this entire time.
Right.
Yes, you're correct. I appreciate you clarifying that because what I just said was not accurate. Cracked won 50-38 on the same game type and the same map last time. I'm thinking that this game 3 will probably, it's going to be close. every single one of the Slayers has. There's not been runaways with that whatsoever. So what I'm looking for is Crash coming through and putting up their first W here in the Grand Finals series. This is best of 7. So even if Mockit does take this and go up 3-0, that's not it. That's not technically over.
Yeah, I want to say, I want to jump on board with Shady at the beginning of this game, because I think if you can recall, Shady was going off with the sniper rifle last time that Refuge Slayer was a thing, and my man was just not missing. He was no-scoping left and right, and I want to see that again. I don't know if he's going to go for the sniper, but I'd be willing to put my money that he does. We'll find out. Maybe it depends on spawn. Who knows?
No, I hear you. If I remember right, this was Shady who went, picked up rocks and sniper, used both snipers, and then the man didn't even really scramble for a pistol. That just goes to show the confidence that you have with that sniper rifle, close range, long range, anything in between. My man Shady was getting it done.
I am eager to see how well you perform.
Here we go. This is game 3. This is a best of 7 in the grand finals, and right now Mockit leads 2-0. Cracked desperately needs to get a victory in this game, otherwise it may be a long ride home. Just kidding, everybody's at home because it's an online tournament. And as I said,
that's fair. That's
Shady
fair.
does pick up the sniper rifle. He's hanging out right now back base, but he is making his moves. Let's go ahead and see what he can do.
Yep, like you said, Shady picking up that sniper rifle to begin with, looking for heads. Not finding one in the middle quite yet. So far, this is cracked up 3-0. Nope, excuse me. First one falling here for Mockit.
Yeah, Shady taking his time right now. He's hanging out back of the base virtually, and, you know, kind of valuing his life. He does have that sniper rifle, and it is a very essential power weapon on this map.
Yeah, looking for this no-scopes. I guarantee he'll be... You know, find value from zooming in a little bit, but like you said, he can get it done without. Now looking over here in his side rocks. There it is. He was looking for it consistently. Maybe he knows he's on stream here. So, not only, unfortunately, only 2 shots left, and this is now Team Mockit making a push for the inside. 5-8 is the scoreline. Cracked up by just a little bit.
Right now, cracked up by 2 points. We're on board with Simply Fear Me. Simply Fear Me only has a pistol, but that's all he may need. He had somebody one shot in his sights. Go ahead and gets a beat down on a different person, still pursuing that same person from the beginning of the fight. Able to get that kill. Great play right here by Simply Fear Me.
Yeah, and Legends, I believe, dropped down sniper rifle in the middle. Now, that might have been out of ammo, so no harm, no foul. But this center circle continues to be just an absolute graveyard, my man.
Yep,
taking pressure from inside, now getting double teamed, not gonna live through it.
Yeah, definitely Ring 2 is a point of interest for both teams, as you want to control that to, you know, maintain control of the map and call out spawns as you see them. It's an easy way to get peek around the map and continue to remain covered.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. From this middle part, you'll be able to hit spawns pretty much everywhere except for people spawning in shotguns on either side or near there. But especially up on P3, sidelines can be all over the map. And so far, we've seen Mockit really trying to make the most of it. They have been able to control center, but I think that Cracked is doing a fantastic job of answering that and realizing they do have control and not really pushing that so much. Or if they're doing it in groups of duos like they're setting up right now, actually.
Absolutely. I think I'm going to break one of my rules and look at the scoreboard real quick. I'm curious to see who's really going off at Cracked, because it's hard to tell at the moment. It does look like it's Neuronical. Neuronical, we're going to jump on board with him. He's out in yard objective. I don't know what you want to call that. Making his way through rocks. He's got somebody in his sights, able to thread the needle there and get that headshot. And I guess, you know, go neutral in that life.
Yeah, even trades. At this point, this is something that both teams can afford to do. Again, there's only a difference of 3, right? So, to a certain extent, you just want to, progress the game along. Not everything is life or death quite yet.
Right now, sniper in the hands of Shady. Also, sniper in the hands of Gold Star BR. Getting that headshot on Legends. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, that was a no scope as well, ladies and gentlemen. If you're friends with old Gold Star BR here, you might want to clip that one. Attempted a little bit more here. It's just awesome showing, that this guy can do it. Obviously, that BR with the pistol, anything in between, including this sniper rifle. Now he's looking on over, kind of towards shotgun side of red.
I'm cheating. I'm taking a peek for both snipers here.
I got you. So yeah, Gold Star BR, Shady on the other side. Now actually Shady falling, so Neuronical might be all over that one, able to pick this up. That's UGE actually was able to, so both snipers obtained here from Cracked. See what they get done with it.
Yeah, great opportunity there for a nice peek. Not able to land that headshot, but he does secure the rockets. Looks like he's going to have to trade, and he does so. UEG there to pick up the weapons, but I don't think he's going to be able to live that life.
I mean, it's kind of split, you know, and obviously it depends on what is actually actively going on in the game. Do you go for rocks knowing that everybody's been paying attention to you and you might, you know, fall on that one? Or is possession of these power weapons that, you know, worth that much to you? Most of the time I would say yes, and especially given that, again, we're at a point in the game where trades are entirely possible. They're going to happen. It's not something that either team, given the present scoreline, are going to take a negative effect from. But given how often, you know, a fall comes and then the trade of the power weapon comes in, you know, with rocks, if you get one of the rockets off, well, you're only looking at one single rocket, and, you know, players can find that left and right. You can get a good nade bounce with a shot follow-up on that, and that's pretty much the same, at least on the score lines.
A little team
Just
there
out of personal preference.
little team nade there out of Mista. Meanwhile, though, Mockit has clawed their way back to the lead. They have a 2-kill advantage at this time, 38-34.
Ooh, Shady.
Yeah, we're gonna have to jump on board with Shady. He's kind of demanding it right now.
Exactly. He's got a full 4 in the sniper rifle, full clip on this. Nothing backing it up though, but we'll see what this guy does. As Mockit Looney out here getting perfect kills.
There's the punch.
Nice. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Right. Very last kind of opportunity there. Nicely done, but does get stuck right in the grill too. Shady's reign of terror has come to an end.
I guess for a death, you enjoy that more than anything, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obvious, right? I love plasma pistol stick or plasma grenade sticks. That was always kind of my thing, dude. I was always really good with nades, both frags and plasmas. But believe it or not, we are not here to talk about FBI Tugboat and his subpar Halo performances in the past. You're here to talk about this 45-40 scoreline here with Mockit looking to make this a 3-0. Nobody has fallen in the past little bit. Both teams now opting to be much more defensively minded and a little more conservative in their pushes. Nobody going quite yet. Hauling ass out of there was good to get into shotgun spawn, and he might have known that sniper rifle reticle was right on his behind, but even if he didn't, finds value from getting away from it. 46 now for Mockit. A score of 6 would be absolutely abysmal at this point. 47 now, Mista finding another one. Outside, looking for the no-scopes, hits the first on the body. Now looking for the second, does get it. Neuronical falling on this, 48-41, now 49. Shady looking for the 50th. If I know this man, he's looking for a headshot. He's got all the ammo in the world with which to do it after taking out the previous, and the winning kill goes on off stream. 50-41, Mockit up 3-0 in the series. We are looking at a cracked team with their back against the wall.
Yeah, I gotta say right there, Shady exuding confidence. He was going for the no-scopes. Yeah. He gets the kill and immediately thrusts out and tries to hit the guy and snipe that was shooting him in the back. You know, no questions asked. He's still weak and does it anyway. I guess he didn't hit the shot, but it just goes to show their confidence right now. Mockit leading 3-0 in the grand finals right now. They only need one more victory in this series to take that $100, $25 a person, and send Cracked home.
Send Crack a packing. That's all that'll be needed is one more W here. The pressure is on. Looking at a Crack team that has no more opportunities. Run through stats and seeing why this Mockit team did take that dub. I'll tell you, a lot of it was Shady, 12-8, but big times and big numbers here is Legend at 15-10. Throw 9 assists up there, and you're looking at a team player. Legend's putting that one on the back just a little bit, but nonetheless, looking on over here to Cracked, 11-15 for Simply Fear Me, 10-12 for Neuronical, Gold Star BR looking at 10-12, and UEG, at 11-12. So UEG actually putting in the closest to even 1-0 kill death ratio, but just overall, everybody on the side of the Cracked actually did win negative. So that. And obviously that's representative of the score.
Yep.
Lots of headshots coming out from everybody. You know, actually pretty even numbers all the way through here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Nobody getting less than that. Nobody getting more than that. Accuracy pretty representative. Nobody cracking that 60% mark really. But the big thing here obviously is Neuronical and Legends both putting up more than 2,000 points of damage.
Yeah, I guess that was the difference maker, right? It seemed like Mockit was able to use those power weapons a little bit better than Cracked was, and in the end it gave them that third victory in the series. Game 4 is going to be Truth CTF. I'm excited because I don't think we've seen this yet. No, we have. We saw it in the winners final.
Yeah, we've only seen it, I think, twice. Yeah, in the semis and in the game 1 of the winners final. But just reporting the news, we know how CTFs went before. Generally, that was all Mockit in the driver's seat. They have shown that they're able to get incredibly fast takes in here. Other teams, you know, I think you said it was 2 minutes 44 seconds,
right,
for the W in the loser semis, I believe, and that's just a mind-numbingly like low amount of time to take all 3 in. That's just wild. I know that they have put forth 2 flag caps in a single minute before as well, and that's just again just absolutely mind-blowing. Now they're going up against a team that is not bad by any means. They have shown themselves as even as a team can get or has gotten in this all-access Halo League, Halo 5 competition. But really, this is Cracked last opportunity.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that, you know, the first time we saw these two teams meet was in the winter bracket final. That went the full distance to Game 7.
Yes, it did.
I'm curious, you know, if endurance may be a little bit of an issue here. Clearly, Mockit is spelled wrong in the ticker. I apologize for that. I'm going to get that fixed. But Mockit, you know, they had that rest, and they came back, you know, ready to go. Maybe they talked it over, you know, able to strategize, watch their opponent, you know, take on a different team, see how they play. You know, maybe those, you know, halftime type of change-ups makes the difference for a team, you know?
I'm with it. Well put. We'll be starting game number 4 here. I believe everybody's in, and we are ready. This is Mista, this is Legend, this is Looney, and this is Shady on the team Mockit, up 3-0 in the series, taking on Cracked. That's Fear Me, Gold Star BR, Neuronical, and UEG. I'll be looking at it.
J-A-G-N. I'm joking.
No, I'm with that. That is his name, but we're going to keep it nice and simple and go with UEG. 3 syllables, your max. Now we're looking at Truth here, the Midship remake. This is a very small map. So again, I would not be surprised if we see another very fast round here.
Acquire the flag.
Flag at home to score is enabled. So yeah, so we talked about this earlier when Striker was on. Offense, defense, right? Gonna have to be a little bit, you know, very wary of both because, of course, cannot score while your flag is away, while your team is being offended against and other team has moved your flag, you will not be able to score. Now, active camo taken here by Simply Fear Me, trying to make something happen with it. And a good job of getting out of that one, getting out of dodge when the getting was good because it does have that active camo. It's not even halfway done yet.
Yep, he hasn't taken any damage at this point in time. I gotta say, I was questioning his motive to shoot that person right off the bat after grabbing it, but he was able to stay alive, and he's still alive right now, finally advancing that flag. So Simply Fear Me, overall, an excellent play, I would say.
And while he's doing this, a full team wipe against Mockit, so Cracked coming through here and striking first.
Yeah, if you're
this will not
Cracked,
be.
that's exactly what you need to do, right? You need to make a statement, and there's no better way. 4 down. Score in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, the 4 down is the really impressive part. Being able to get that in there when everybody on the side of Mockit knows what's up. They know the pressure is on. Flags out. It's time to go. Killing all 4 of them is a statement, like you were saying. Now, red flag, I do believe, a red team has gotten blue flag out. I'm not sure that it's replaced. Yeah, it has been replaced. Excuse me.
Yep. Team's even at the moment, 2 down, 2 alive. Looks like UEG able to get the flag out of the base, but in the meantime, he is going to fall to Mista. Let's jump on board with Mista, see what's going on.
Yeah, different change in perspective here. Couple, Neuronical fallen. A couple other Cracked players getting down the thick of things. Blue flag is out, but not that far away from their base, I believe. Now that has been returned here by, I believe that was Shady on the other side. No, excuse me, that was UEG on the other side.
Right now, Mockit has the advantage. 1 alive, 4 cracked. Mockit, in the meantime, making their way into the base, considering pulling flag, but have not done so. They elect to try to slay one more round, and I do agree that that is the correct play right now. But,
yeah,
you know, Cracked doing a good job hanging out in their base and staying alive for the moment.
It's Mista up top, getting damage in where he can. Member's not really able to even spawn and come out for even just a couple seconds because this guy's all over it. P2 being the place where a lot of this slaying does happen. Now we're on with UEG as he gets a perfect, nice active camo while he's doing it.
Yeah, interesting play right here to go straight into the base. He is still invis. He is in a sticky situation, though, I would say. UEG doing his best to stay alive right now.
Yeah, coming out of nowhere there and did take out Mockit there at the bottom, but Legends all over that. Great defensive plays here by Mockit. They're not going to be scored on again so easily. Red flag right outside. Blue is very close to it, and as I was saying that, looking to prove me wrong, and Gold Star BR gets put down.
Trying to get his
Is
shields.
simply fear more and more. Oh, man, and that flag is really close by, isn't it? Oh, no, they got it. They got the second, excuse me. Red answering here. Mockit looking to take their first as this one rounding around looks towards, it's actually in the middle, right outside active camo, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're on the
nice
opposite
stick.
side, but he does get that stick. Huge play right there. It is a 2-0 lead in favor of Cracked right now. Not exactly what we're
Nice.
expecting, but if you're Cracked, this is exactly what you need to do. You need to turn the series around, and you need to do it right now.
Yeah, Crack did a great job of answering on that one. That was very, very close, we'll say, to being scored all the way in. Now middle, just being crapshoot again, as everybody can anticipate. Now red out. We're trying to answer there as Gold BR gets the last one in there. Nicely done. That captured flag is about third of the way down, now 25%. Doesn't actually look like he's gonna be able to touch it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. No point in grabbing that if you're just gonna die immediately afterwards, right?
Yeah, I think you were real eager for him to go down and get a touch, but I think that was the correct play. He would have gotten collapsed on by the spawners right there, it does seem, but he does die anyway.
Well, it's just
so,
like
yeah,
it's
a
right
wash,
there. Just reach out and take it. but no, end of the day, like you said, the smart play is playing back, just playing for their next one. We talked about flag efficiency. That's just playing into that one, really.
Yeah,
And if he had taken out 2 right there, then that would have been a huge play up, and they could have even taken. It wasn't even that far out, so. Shady showing off.
2 down right now for Cracked.
Shady and Legends showing off, excuse me. Answering, man, I love this coordination. That is just perfect call-outs. You can basically hear the comms between these guys.
Right, and pulling the flag going the right direction, it would seem, at least for the moment. Kind of slow on the movement of the flag, though, but he is able to get that kill. Legend staying alive.
Staying alive, indeed. You can hear the music playing, basically. Now, red is out as well, so this is looking at a Mockit team that will not be able to score unless their flag does get returned. All over that is Legends. Now, getting some action from up top. He does answer it in kind, but no shields, put down like a dog. Mista here, down bottom. Getting one that was started by Shady.
Yeah, Legends there with
UGE
some
answering
good help.
Mista. Yeah, no, exactly. Legends getting several done. Now that's 2. Will that be enough to formulate a plot, formulate a plan on this next one? Super low. He knows that player is. Okay, so I think what he was trying to do there is actually kind of like the players did not know he was there, so trying to come up and take him a little bit later to start that respawn, just that second or 2 crucial later. Unfortunately, he got dropped, so the play did die there. But if you're talking about breaking down just tiny, minuscule little movements, I think that's kind of what that was. He opted not to take the easy kill off the rip, knowing that he could start that player's respawn just a second or 2 later as the offensive push onto flag was being formulated.
Yeah, my man Tugboat breaking down the mental game of these advanced Halo 5 players. In the meantime, it is 2-1 in favor of Cracked right now. Although Cracked is down 3-0 in the Grand Finals, they need to desperately get this win under their belt just to turn things around even for just a moment.
Well, I mean, just a moment or forever, one of the two will be decided right now because, again, Mockit up 3-0. This is Cracked's last opportunity 2 falling here for Mockit. Cracked looking to make a play on this one. We're on board here with Simply Fear Me over the side of Cracked, the team that is behind right now. Or excuse me, the team that is up right now. Sorry about that. 2-1. And I mean, if this score ends, 5 minutes, if nobody scores anything more, then we're gonna be looking at a Cracked team that does take their dub.
Backs against the ropes right now. Cracked doing everything they can, but Shady does have the plasma pistol and the invis.
There's the combo.
Noob combo ×2. He's going for the third. Is he able to land it? Oh, he chokes on the headshot.
Man, that was Simply Fear Me putting down Shady, a matchup that we have seen many different times. These two players, in many respects, the heavy hitters and the straight shooters for their respective teams. Now, blue flag out. Red looking to scoop this one up, tie it up, but that's Missa just getting absolutely trounced with frag grenades. Nicely done. It looks like, there you go. Looney's almost close there. Now gets the shield back. Does fall immediately afterwards, but it don't matter. Tied up 2-2. Now, red flag being tossed out in the middle. Not going to be picked up so easily, though. It's the 1v1-1 here by Simply Fear Me. Red players responding to their flag out. Has been returned now. And this is blue. Getting offensive pushes against him. Frag grenades out left and right. Nice flank attempt by Legends. He's looking for players, but they are not there. Great awareness, though, to try and answer down bottom while teammates are up top. Some interaction from up top and accidentally hits the lift to go back up. Definitely not what he was anticipating, and trying to get the 4-shot down. Mockit Looney answers very, very quickly. Whips around for the headshot that he needed.
And right now, Shady's still pushing forward. Nevertheless, he knows everybody's weak inside the base. He's able to get one, trying to get that double, but unable to do so.
Yeah, Shady getting one, trading. The end of it, blue flag will be responding, returning here in just a second. Looking at Mista, kind of all over spawn for where that flag will be coming back to, but P2 is the place to be again. 3 shots coming out, is able to get that one down from a teammate. Blue flag out in the middle, and this is Gold Star BR looking to take out a couple members before he does push onto that. Oh, a little bit of lag as like every frag in the game explodes the feet of Simply Fear Me, I believe, or whoever that was. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot at once. Headshots and a triple double coming out here from Neuronical, looking to now push onto red. Got a good spawn.
Yeah, Cracked. They think they have something here.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, this is blue is making a very good push, but now flag carrier dropped. That's a decent distance in, though. Red's there. Can't answer. Gold Street right there. Nice beatdown. Ironical is there. Shields are coming back. Here's the jump.
Bam.
And it's in. Cracked now. Wait, no, that was Mockit. Wait.
No, that's Cracked.
Right?
It is now 3-1.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mockit's red. Cracked is blue. Oh my goodness. That was. Wow, that was a lot. So yeah, nicely done. Cracked, like you said, scratch and claw on their way back. Now scored once here, 3-1. They need to win the next 3 games to take that first W. But the comeback's going to start, or the comeback is going to happen. Excuse me. It's going to start right now. 10 minutes, almost exactly. 3-2 scoreline for our Cracked team.
Excellent game right here out of Cracked. I would say Mockit also played a very good game. That was a very back and forth type of game. Cracked went up early. Mockit clawed their way back in, tied it up at 2-2. Cracked with their backs against the rope, able to get that third cap in and finish that game off and bring the series to 3-1.
Yeah, this one's not going to see Cracked go quietly into the night. At least putting up one, they'll be, even if they do lose in Game 5, still got a little bit of pride behind it. Nobody's getting rolled in the Grand Finals.
Yep, Game 5 is going to be Echelon Oddball. Definitely a very peculiar type of game, if you ask me. The map, it's a cool map. Not one of my favorites, but nevertheless, it works very well for Oddball. They put that Oddball right there in that basement, ready to be, for points to be drawn. But yeah, interesting type of gameplay that we're about to see out of Oddball. What do you think needs to be done to win this type of game?
Ooh, what needs to be done on Oddball? We saw this team go up against each other, and this was the 99-100. Honestly, man, I don't really think that I have anything more for you besides these two teams just need to play the game like they did last time, because 99-100, you don't get closer than that, right? I mean, yeah, right. That's all I got. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And so, as I get that one queued up, I think that, you know, the power weapons on this map really add a very, you know, kind of game-changing type of vibe to me for Oddball, because you can pick up that sniper and you can really do a good job, you know, keeping a team at bay, but you got to kind of gamble and take that Oddball upstairs, in my opinion, to make that work. So, you know, it gets you in a good position to throw the ball up the map. And yeah, like you said, the last time that we saw Oddball on this map, it actually turned out pretty competitive. Really competitive.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think it was Striker who was mentioning the strategy by saying by lift. And so, you know, there's a little bit of action down bottom. You have your couple bodyguards up front trying to put in damage, but then player with ball goes, you know, just through the lift and I guess hopes nobody's there, or with having their fourth up top. So we'll see what strategies these two teams employ. If I remember right, I think it was Mockit who was more predisposed to stay up top in a place where they could toss ball. Striker made a great point on the last that there was actually a couple different times that they did that and they should not have. Maybe they shouldn't have, excuse me. Maybe they shouldn't have because, you know, it went off, but, you know, ball carrier died, but the rest of the team stayed alive. And so you're looking at a reset situation, whereas, you know, it could have just been the lone survivor, even, you know, after this big gun battle going on, and then, you know, the lone survivor coming through, picking up ball and getting a little bit more. And especially in a game that ended 99 to 100, given that they did that twice, if they had done something different at least once, you're literally looking at a game that could have gone the other way. You know, they're literally looking at a difference of a point. So,
all right, Tugbutt, who do you want to start with on this match?
I'll leave it up to you, man.
I say let's see Mockit Looney. My man has been loony on the sticks, I should say, but he's going to make his way top mid right now and immediately, you know, contesting for that ball. Able to stay alive right now, and he does have the momentary health advantage. Gonna throw the ball off just to set the standard. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
play?
why not? Why not, right?
I guess he thought there was a chance he might die, so might as well prolong, you know, the other team from grabbing the ball. So, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
with it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of logic to it, right? Because you know, you toss it off, you're going to get a guaranteed neutral in a situation where you may not come out on top, right?
Right.
It's like hitting the reset switch when you're not sure if you're going to win or lose, but given that you know what's going to happen if you toss that ball off, I can dig it.
We're about it. So right now, it does appear that Mockit has the ball. They have the lead for just a moment right now. And Simply Fear Me doing his best to stay alive and put shots on everybody he sees. Gold Star BR able to clean that kill up.
Yeah, so a trade between Looney, or Simply Fear Me player. This has been really good job, honestly, by Mockit here. They, the setup that they had there with two players up front was exactly what I was talking about earlier. Exactly what they need. Two heavy hitters up front for each respective team. That's going to be Gold Star BR, and that's going to be Shady on the other side. Now, there's no sniper rifle on this map, correct?
Oh, man. You know what? I said that there was earlier, but I think you're absolutely right. There is no sniper rifle. I'm not 100% sure, though. I didn't make the map. So
I'm pretty sure there's not. And I hear you. I'm pretty sure there's not. And it kind of makes sense, too, right? This is just a relatively small map. And with everything inside like this, there'd really not be a whole lot of sight lines that a sniper could really, you know, get advantage from. But just like that, we see blue player that's a cracked team picking it up, falling immediately afterwards. Great crouch shots here by UEG, but Legends does end him. Now, attention being shifted towards that ball.
Yeah, I gotta say that I don't see ball on that side of the map too often, in my opinion. It's usually on the side of the map, I guess, where it spawns. It's basically in the middle, but right there in that basement, I feel like is where it gets taken the majority of the time. But nevertheless, right now, Cracked does have the ball. They are gaining in the lead. They're counting points, 44, 45.
Yeah,
nearly at that 50-yard line.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid little run here for the side of Cracked. Now, Mockit's all over it, and now responding very quickly. Shot punch coming out from Legends, and with that, not going to get rewarded from the ball.
Kobe.
Nicely done. Yeah, that was a fan. Oh,
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah, I was just.
That was a good shot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No. It was a fantastic shot. It's just kind of sad, I guess. Anyway, Legends and more looking to try and take this ball, but really this has just been way easier said than done, right? Red now has it. but this has been the first time they put points up in probably 60 seconds. Blue is all over this and really just giving pursuit, giving chase, you could say. Red members now answering here, doing exactly what they need to. Legends and Mockit Looney getting this done. Legends getting aggressive on this. Players won and taking it down. Simply Fury falling, but not Ryan Looney, Mockit Looney falling to a very well-placed frag grenade.
This game has been scrappy, I would say. People
Yes.
cannot stay alive, I would say, longer than 19 seconds or so. It's been scrappy.
It's been scrappy. That is the best way to put it. Oh, nice. So there you go. Love the sticks. Neuronical getting that one. Did get up in the grill. So Shady, fantastic answer using those boosts to make sure that plasma doesn't take one but two. Now, members of Cracked trying to set up here. Ball has now been replaced. No, excuse me. Members of Cracked have held this for a little while now. Looking at Gold Star BR, not able to hold on to that one for very long. He was trying to make it to the edge, but did not get pushed to it. 81-38, kind of a longer scoreline. Of course, we did see gaps like this in the last game. It went down to 99 to 100, so not indicative of who's going to win, who's going to lose quite yet.
Oh.
Nice job of heading him off, though. I love what Shady did there. So realized that his ball carrier was over there. He was last alive, and so he just went over to answer, right? Plain and simple.
Yep.
Very, very smart.
Simply Fear Me with the ball in the back pipe section of the map. 90 points now for Cracked. They only need about 50 more to go, and their opponents only have 50 points. So in a good position if you're Cracked, for sure.
In a very good position. This is Cracked, who's trying to struggle back here to get their second win of the series, as they're now down 3-1. Again, if the comeback's going to happen, it's going to start last match. That's exactly what they needed. They have no more opportunities. He's sneaky. That's Neuronical here, taking up one. Will he be able to get two? Not going to happen. The trade coming through, and not going to be at a loss there for Neuronical because he did have that active camo. Now, this is red team. No, excuse me, blue team that does have that ball. That was Gold Star BR able to make it to the side. Ball respawning in two. Red is all over this. They're at least going to take the first little bit, I believe. First melee. Looney going to live through that. Frag's coming out, but Looney taken out from the back. Members of Blue, it's Cracked all over this one.
Teammates have the ball.
Yeah, interesting setup here right now. It's 130 to 51. Right now, Mockit does have the ball. They are trying to keep Gold Star at bay, but Gold Star says no thank you, punches somebody in the mouth, stays alive, gets his shields, but he does fall to
Yes, sir.
Mista.
Frags, pistols, melees, this guy can get it done. We are on board with Mista. Shield coming back, and now Ball is there to join them. 55-56 as we're looking at a red Mockit team who's looking to scratch back from this one, but an 80-point deficit is going to be a tall order no matter who you are.
Excellent diversion. Invalid ball position.
Yeah, no doubt, but there is still plenty of time, and right now Gold Star BR has the ball in his hands. He's not sure which way to go, but he does find the correct route, it does appear. And yeah, he's going to get some good time right here. Finally going to get taken down by Legends, and Legends is going to get taken down as well. Man,
yeah, Legends, nobody was able to answer this and stay alive for very long. 145 now as Cracked is looking down the barrel of their second map win, 149, and that is stopped. Simply Fear Me gets taken down the last second, the 11th hour. Now, this is a Mockit team that would have to go forth and just absolutely win all the way out, not drop ball for half of a second.
Yeah,
Everybody back. Oh, no! Legends dropping down there, taking out the active camo player. Blue's looking forward. There's the pickup, and he stays alive long enough. Cracked, winning the second one, making this an electrifying series. Best of 7. They will not go quietly into the night, like I said.
You got to give it to Cracked. They've stepped up since having their backs against the ropes. You can't really ask anything else of your team other than maybe not to put yourself in that position. But it is 3-2 right now in the grand finals, I should say.
Sure.
Mockit leading 3-2.
Yeah, 150, 159. There's one thing to say about this, Louis. It's that is a different game, a different beast altogether than what we saw last time these two teams did go up in an oddball situation. 3-2, we're looking at Empire and Strongholds next. A little bit of a King of the Hill situation. Strongholds just being, Halo's name for it.
Yeah, and I gotta say that Strongholds, the last time that we watched this, I don't know if it was the last time, but I think the first time we saw this game type, it also went, 100 to 99. It was that struggle for that catwalk and, Red Nest. It was an intense game, and I gotta say, I don't expect anything different, to be honest.
I mean, Strongholds, let's look at this. That was Game 6 last time. Game 6 last time, yep, that's what went down to 99 to 100. That was Cracked that came through and was not able to stop that very, very last second. And it went down to 99 to 100. That was the Stronghold. Sorry about that. So it was the oddball was the one that went 141 to 150 because oddball goes to a score of 150. That's my fault.
All good. It's still going to be a close game, I'm sure, because it did not disappoint. It was between these two teams, 100%, I am sure, and it was a 100 to 99, and I think it was Mockit that walked away with that victory. Am I correct?
It was. Yes, it was. 99 to 100, and then they won the last game, the Game 7, 48 to 50 in the Slayer. So we're going to get this one started right now. No point in waiting. Got to give the people what they want, and that is some more nutty Halo action. What we're looking at now, again, is 3-2 scoreline, meaning that Mockit only needs one more. Crack needs to take the next two, and if they do, that will have completed the full Cinderella story, the full comeback, the fairy tale, as one might say.
I should point out, I keep getting these maps confused. Eden and Empire, they're nearly the same map, right? It's like a remake of the same layout.
Remake of a remake, yeah.
Right. That's kind of Halo's thing, but yeah. Oh man, I gotta say,
It's been a long day.
It's been a long competition, but the level of competitiveness right now is as high as it's been, other than the first time that these two played. But it is 3-2 right now. It's only a 1-game series, so. Cracked still with their backs against the wall. They cannot lose a game in this series, otherwise, they're out. And that's second place.
They have to win Game 6 here. Again, that's going to be Empire Strongholds, and they have to win Coliseum Slayer to take that first place. So getting into it now, Empire is a place to go, and this might be where the Mockit dreams come true.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I want to say I want to make a prediction right here. I think that Mockit is going to take this one. I think they're going to do it pretty handedly too. But that's just a bold prediction on my part.
I'm here. That's what we do. Bold predictions is my middle name.
Right. I think that Mockit is. I mean, there's nothing that they can't do. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's nothing that
I'm with it.
There's nothing that they're doing wrong, I don't think, and I think that they've put themselves in a prime position. Yeah, they've lost these last two games, but I think it's just like a mental game, and I think that they're going to remove whatever block that there may be at this point in time. We're already in gameplay, so I do apologize. We're going to go ahead and jump right back over to that. Let me get these graphics out of the way, and then we're going to start this commentary for you. It is 0-0 right now. Strongholds on Empire.
Yes, sir. This is blue base now and taking on the. Again, for anybody unfamiliar, this is your basic King of the Hill. That's just Halo's name for it.
Yeah, I guess a little different, right? There's 3 hills, I guess, theoretically, right? And this map a little different from what we saw earlier. This one has pit, whereas the other one has catwalk. So
yeah,
I think I favor this version of this map more than I do the one with the catwalk.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, pit I think is having the pit stronghold in this version. I think makes for great gameplay.
Well, the UEG and Looney actually trading here by one of these hills, one of these strongholds. Sorry, I guess I should use the correct termage. And I'm with that. I actually like this. I like this map a lot more. It's a little bit more closed off, so you can reach less places from that catwalk area, kind of. And obviously, the difference in hills just makes for an entirely different game on this. Now, nobody has scored any points quite yet because none of these. The second hill has not been taken. And none of these have been closed out all the way. So.
Yeah, I gotta say that's something you see more common with higher tier gameplay, where it literally takes that long for one team to get the advantage to actually capture one of these strongholds. You know, and you go play matchmaking, the first stronghold gets captured within seconds, right?
Yeah, I mean, the flips and stuff like that, like you were just saying, are just simply not going to happen so much. So now that Cracked has and is starting to take points, I do not think that we're going to see flips happen that much. You know, once the momentum is started here, it's very hard, especially in this just absolute slugfest that's going to be continuing here on this map. I just don't see it changing up that much.
Yeah, I think you may be right. Right now, it's 8-1 in favor of Cracked. Cracked doing everything they can to turn this one around, and if they win this game, it's essentially, you know, coming down to one last game, that Game 7 in this grand final. So that's going to be intense if it gets to that point.
If we get to that, I mean, what we just saw Mockit now take 2 of them. They're going to be taking 1 point for every one of Cracked's. Now, here's the advantage. It looks like red base has really been a huge point of contention. The other middle pit, obviously, always going to yield more kills and deaths and stuff like this. But actually, we've just watched Shady solo cap an entire hill. And that's, like you said, high tier Halo play. Not going to see that one very often.
Yeah, right now things going down in the pit. UEG's
going
down.
down.
But meanwhile, Neuronical has the invis and he's got a player one shot in his sights, but he cannot hit the headshot.
Oh,
is he gonna do
man.
it? Oh.
That's he should thank his lucky stars that he had a couple shots of his own missed, but actually following it up with a very, very well placed grenade, and just like that, Neuronical gonna flip the script
right
over here
he's
against
sweating. He's not
Mockit.
sweating. He's good.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what sweat is, my friend.
Yeah, and we saw one triple cap for Mockit. Now we got another triple cap for Cracked. So, you know, a bit of a heavyweight bout here we got going on.
They want to play this as long as they can. They want to keep Mockit from taking points. Again, Mockit only needs this dub. 2 required for Cracked. Now, the simple fact that they've held this for so long is just very, again, just not likely. Not going to happen very often. This is still a triple cap, and at some point, you almost have to want to have, you know, of the force and 3 players on to this red base here that has been the point of contention for a while, and then send somewhere, anywhere else, anywhere to the other 2, you know, hills and the other 2 strongholds, because you want to make progress on one of them, and the pressure started, you know, another stronghold. Players are going to answer.
Right now, Stronghold's in favor of Cracked. Gold Star BR making his way through blue platform, blue base, going into that. Oh, but he's going to get met by 3 members of Mockit and easily fall.
Yep, the attempted push here. Mockit now has 2, but they're going to have to maintain this for quite a while to really take an advantage of a Cracked. A 30-point run is pretty high and going to be difficult to overcome. Of course, the only 1 on the side for Cracked means they're not going to start taking points until they take the second. There we go. If a team has 1, the other team has 1, they take no advantage. You have to have more strongholds than the other player to start taking points. That's either going to be 1 at a time because you hold 2, or that's going to be 2 at a time because you hold 3. I think I explained that right.
Yeah, I think you got it, man. Bad nade right there by Legends. It's going to hit his teammate, and he's going to hit the wall for it, but it looks like his teammate able to stay alive. Right now, though, Cracked still with that advantage. It's 61-23.
Oh, great, fantastic awareness of the map. Legends here utilizing that explosive barrel. This player just so happened to be crouched by. No point in trying to get 4 shots, right?
Yeah, no need if you know that opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, exactly. Again, high tier Halo play. Gotta kind of be surprised that that one was even possible. Stronghold defense, a lot of it coming out from Legends, trying to get some damage started with the second one. Not going to happen so easily. Just like that, Cracked now taking 2, going to be taking points, be 3 seconds. Now that's all 3 actually going to be taking 2. That's exactly what Cracked needs is now red team, that's Mockit, has been completely stacked up in red base based on spawns. Neuronical taking 2, he's only got half left. There's a third. A very definitive take here by Neuronical. If you want something done, you do it yourself.
Yeah, that was intense. Very good triple play right there. One of the best plays of the tournament, I may say. Especially given their current position. You know, they're down 3-2 in the grand finals, and you cannot lose this game.
Can't. UEG showing some flashes of his own, but down 29 to 85 now. This is KRACT running away with it. This is a team that has turned on the afterburners since after Game 3.
Your victory approaches.
And another triple cap in favor of KRACT. They need 10 seconds to win with this triple cap, maybe even less. I'm not sure exactly what it looks like. It's doing double.
There's triple. Yep. This is
96,
Mockit's last shot on this.
And that's
And
all she
that
wrote. Yeah.
is it. Nicely done, KRACT, with a very definitive last 2 Ws, 100 to 29. My oh my. We looked at 150 to 59 on the last, on that oddball map. And KRACT, again, has turned on the afterburners. They're coming after this Mockit squad.
Yeah, 100 to 29, total different scenario as far as, you know, the competitiveness of this Strongholds game compared to last series. Last series it went 100 to 99. This one 100 to 29 in favor of KRACT. I gotta say, if you're KRACT, give yourself a pat on the back, but the battle is not over. You gotta win this next game, and then there's a whole nother set of 7 on the other side if you win that game. So the bracket does reset because Mockit has not lost yet in this double elimination tournament, I should point out. But nevertheless, Game 7 of this grand final, HCS Coliseum Slayer.
Yes, sir. Some classic team deathmatch, right? Let's look on past with performances of last. Looking at winners finals, the last time these two teams matched up, that was KRACT that did win 50 to 38. Moving on along to the next, we saw KRACT lose 48 to 50 in that Game 7. You can only imagine there's only one way for this to end out, and that's of course the Game 7s, right? Mm-hmm. That's what happened last time. That's what happened this time. Now Mockit winning 50 to 48. That last was just absolutely so close, and that is of course what forced KRACT down to that losers bracket. As far as predictions, these two teams have gangbusted pretty much everything that I've said so far. So I'm not counting out the reverse sweep. I'm not counting out Mockit being able to cap this last one and send this KRACT team home. We'll see how this goes, how these two teams perform, because we're getting into it right now.
Right, hindsight is 20/20. I'm gonna say that I was using reverse psychology last game, trying to hype up that KRACT squad. I think it worked.
I'm with it.
Right now, it's Game 7 of the Grand Finals. This is Mockit and KRACT, the second Game 7 that has featured these two teams. It's not gonna disappoint. We're gonna jump on board right now with the Gold Star BR.
Gold Star BR, he is pushing out to Rockets in our Game 7 matchup. Takes some nasty damage from a frag, tries to get something on top of that, and he gets it. It seems that Legend might have taken a little bit of damage from that frag himself, but this one being as even as we anticipated, 2 to 3, Mockit with a mild lead.
Right, those rockets getting put to use right away, but nothing really momentum changing happening with them.
No, now Shady does have that sniper rifle that can't imagine that'll be unheard of for very long. As I say that, Shady taking out one to the head, and now he's now there's a little bit of a lead. 4 kills, that's a little bit of a lead, my friend.
Yeah, a little bit of a swing in favor of Mockit.
Oh,
8 to 3 right now.
Gold Star getting absolutely outplayed. Looney dropping down was one shot, and then actually shot through that space on that catwalk going up to rocks, and really thread the needle on that last shot, making sure that his last shot did count. Mr. getting some done of his own as Mockit now pulling ahead on a 6-kill lead. Oh, Mockit Looney falling here, or excuse me, taking out Simply Fear Me as he got very, very low. We see his reward here as we see a push to 12 to 5 now, 7-kill lead.
Right, and he knows exactly where his enemy's going to spawn. Got that confirmation as somebody thrust right past his viewpoint. But nevertheless, looks like he's a little behind now. But Mockit still got that sniper rifle and in a good position as he has nothing but sights in front of him.
He had nothing but targets there as well. Nicely done, getting up close and personal and punishing UEG for it. Now, that trade did come through. Again, at a 15 to 9 scoreline, you're looking now at a Mockit team that'll make do with trades like that all day long.
Yeah, if you're KRACT right now, you want to get those rockets. They're on respawn. about to drop in 2 seconds, but it looks like nobody's contesting for it at the moment. Probably in the back of every player's mind on the map right now, though.
Shady is definitely in a position, maintained himself there so that he can make a play onto these if he hears a call out going over there. But I mean, executing that one and talking about it as two different things. Getting double teamed now.
It looked like Looney was making his way up to the Rockets, but got taken out pretty easily.
Neither of these two teams are going to get up there easily. I'll say that. If you're looking at Rockets as almost a guaranteed at least one kill, you know, even if you miss one Rocket, like a guaranteed kill like that, these teams will take it all day long.
Absolutely. 19-14 in favor of Mockit. This is Game 7 of the first set in the grand finale. Mockit only needing this victory to take the cash. If you're cracked, you need to win this game plus 7 more. But I don't doubt
not
it.
7 more, 4 more in the second, technically, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It is the best of 7, but I hear you. This will be a long road for everybody involved if Cracked does take this one. They have come back. This would be their 4th game in a row won, and that would be very, very impressive. Now, with that, only a 2-score lead for Mockit. They've maintained a 4 or 5 kill lead so far. This would be the shortest it's been up in this matchup. Now we're looking at we're looking at Gold Star. He has that sniper rifle. I can't imagine that will go without anything, but a nasty frag against him leaves him vulnerable. Pushing out to rocks for just a second to get the shield back. Shots coming everywhere as the lead just a little bit more to 24, 21.
Right, forced to sprint out of there and not let his shields replenish. He's still weak, but as I say that, he gets a shield.
Not a situation he wants to be in, like by any means, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's still looking for headies here.
Oh,
Gold Star BR finding one, nicely done. Now is really as this player is just traveling all day, right?
Yeah, doing well with his life, but in my opinion, taking a little longer. Or I'm sure if you're his teammates, you want him to be a little more efficient. And as I say that, Shady's getting the perfect on Neuronical, and he's up at top Rockets, looking for those Rockets. He's got them in his back pocket now, and he's able to get away from any sights. And it looks like he's gonna have a chance for this kill. Gonna use 2
you
rockets.
Let me know if you can ever fit a rocket launcher into your pockets, man.
Right.
No, but quickly utilizing both of those, of course, that's going to restart the spawn. It's going to restart attention on there in general. But even finding one is still going to be good. Nasty, perfect against Shady. That was Gold BR. He's been putting those up all night. But the fact that Shady just got one of his own is, again, a mental blow. Mental blow. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, definitely the mental game, a big factor, especially whenever you
bring around the Rosie. Bring around the Rosie. We have it.
Right. Huge factor, especially whenever you're going to the distance in 2 different series against the same team, especially a team as good as Mockit and Cracked.
Some nice plays here by Neuronical. Is getting double teamed now with the frag, getting him the advantage that he needs. Shot out, not going to end it. Oh, gets it in the end with the frag, and now we see a score difference of 1, my friend. Just kidding. This is now Mockit in the behind. Cracked ahead.
Wow, this is it's very fast paced right now. 37-35. Shady going down. We're jumping on board with Mockit. Looney, he's gonna see Neuronical in his sights, but not able to get any damage on him. But he does know that he's there. Meanwhile, somebody down in Oven. Gold Star BR able to take him down. We're gonna jump on board with him, reward him with that kill. He's gonna get another one. 38-38. It is all tied up. This is Game 7 of the Grand Finals. This is not one you want to
miss. This is not going to be quiet by any means. Last time we saw a 48-50 scoreline in Game 7. Pressure is on. These two teams are doing battle. Right. Now, like you said, tied all the way up. Nope, slap advantage now for Mockit. That's the red team coming through here. Frags are really just been getting these kills left and right, trying to find it. Player out by Rocks is not going to live long. Rocket put out. Looney threading the needle in this one, trying to find another one. We're looking at an even 43-43.
I'm looking for a player to really step up for the team, and I think Looney right now is really being that guy. He hit that nasty headshot, gets the beat down right there. 44-44. Woo! I can barely breathe right now.
Got frags out. Looking in the middle. His attention's been over towards blue for a while now. The attempted frag out, not going to happen. Actually does land, do about half. In the back, Neuronical falling. 45, Mockit's up. Now tied again. The lead and ties have been coming through like rain. 47, now that's a quick 2-piecer for Cracked. They're looking to tie this up, push it. That's the Rockets picked up and snipers as well. 48, 46. Blue is up. Frags everywhere. 49, 46 for the side of Mockit here. That's 2-piece, and that's it. Crack takes it. Game 7 W. Wow. I'm in awe of this competition.
Seriously, I am.
Awe of this competition. This is a crack team that came through here and won 4 games in a row. We said the Cinderella story was going to happen, and here it is. We're looking at a reset bracket.
Whew, yeah, I'm sweating after that. Cracked GG's right there, taking that series, and turning this completely around. They lost in a best of 7 in Game 7 in the winner bracket final. Went to the loser bracket. Made quick work of who was that? That was Pyretic's team, Intuition, and come back to the finals, and now put it to Mockit. They just took this series, and we're gonna get slated up for a whole another one. I'm gonna take a little break.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna step away for just a moment. We're gonna figure out exactly which maps and everything that we're gonna play. So give us a moment, players. I'm gonna say you got a few minutes. Get up, use the restroom, get a drink of water. Do not go too far.
You're watching the Mythic 4v4 tournament produced by All Access Studios.
All right. Welcome back once again. I do have Kevin on the line. Right now, we're working on the second game that we're going to stream. It's going to be the winners bracket semifinal game number 2. This is going to be Old and Posted versus SWAT Nation. We're going to take a look at the bracket right now. It should be updated. Let's find out. Yeah, Team 0 and Old Men of Halo in quarterfinal 1. Looks like it's still going. We're going to get that updated as soon as we can. We just witnessed Mink Me Daddy overcome the Krusty Crushers, so they have advanced to the semifinal. Meanwhile, Old and Posted and SWAT Nation are queued up, ready to go for us. They've already played game 1. SWAT Nation took that first game. Not sure what the score was, but they definitely won the first game, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and start in the lobby. That way we get this going. But Kevin, any idea who you want to start with in this match? I think it's all new teams, right?
Oh yeah, all new teams. I don't actually recognize most of the names, but I do know SWAT Nation. They're a very dedicated, competitive SWAT community over there.
Absolutely.
And so that they like to get a little sweaty. So I think you might want to hop over their perspective a little bit. You might be seeing something a little special coming for us here.
Absolutely, and I think honestly, in my opinion, they're one of the favorites to take this tournament. But nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and get this going.
So which team is which color?
So it should be SWAT Nation, should be the red team. And yep, that looks correct.
Right on. Okay, so let's get right into this. Again, same thing as kind of like the previous Slayer match that we talked about before. All about controlling the rocket launcher, the binary rifle, and the OS. Right now, the OS is still available. Someone did try going for it, but it got taken out. Looks like we were just trying to clear out some space. There are 2 down for the blue team right now. Red is making a push. Hopefully, try to make something happen with that. Rockets are down right now, and so there's an opportunity for the red team to pick that up. Red team did just pick up OS at top mid, so expect to see that at 9:27 is going to be the next spawn for that right there. Rockets did really get picked up. No, the binary is over for the red team right now as well. Rockets are in the Ghost Wave's hands for the blue team. So power weapon and power up advantage to the red. As you can see, they are winning 7-4 right now at the moment. But nice shots there come from Ghost Wave right there to come and get that kill with that rocket right there. He's trying to avoid getting hit with the nades, but then gets taken out over there by Nick. Over there, so he's able to pick up those rockets. There should be about 1 shot left, and that's to see if he's able to make anything happen with that. And also we can see that the blue team is kind of trying to hold back. We have a little bit of a flank coming over from Blob. So he was able to make something happen right there. Looks like kind of like trying to go around, but it looks like the spawn's really pretty much just flipped right now. So everyone just kind of strategically rotating around the map at the exact same time to avoid each other right now. And this looks like it's pretty even. So right now that the red team is winning 12-6 at the moment. We'll see what happens when the next round of power-ups and power weapons come up and see what is going to happen. Right? Yeah, red team taking advantage of it. I think you said that was SWAT Nation, right? It was red team.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, so say like I said, SWAT Nation. They know about how to play competitively. They're used to it, and so they're able to take advantage of their previous experience of being able to, like I said, play competitively and also use communication and teamwork to take advantage. But that's actually a little bit of a swing back towards the blue team over here. They're able to bring it back. Only 15-11 right now. It's really anybody's game at the moment. Good job coming from Old and Post It to bring it back and hopefully get things going in their favor. We have just trying to set for the OS. He's not quite sure what time it's popping up, but he knows it's coming up real soon. It's gonna be popping up, I believe, in about 3 seconds at the moment. He's trying to stay alive. He's able to pick it up right there. 9:28. He picks that up. And so in the next 2 minutes, that OS will be back up. And I believe that we will be seeing the next round of power weapons coming up here in about 15 seconds, if I remember correctly. About every 3 minutes, they should be spawning up.
Yep, it looks like the sniper and the invis are on 2-minute timers, and then the rockets are on every 3.
Yes. Yeah, your classic style of Halo right there. All right, but that binary rifle is down bottom mid. See if anyone's gonna be able to pick that up. Ghostwave does have the new rockets that just popped up right there. Again, he was able to put some damage in last round of the power weapon. See what he's able to make it happen with this. Make some magic happen. Get the blue team back into this game, and hopefully take a little bit of a lead. Yeah, we'll see. Binary rifle is still down bottom mid. Top mid just got taken out right there by Ghostwave with the rockets. Again, he's putting some damage in. Binary rifle is still down bottom mid. If anyone can have an opportunity to pick that up, it would be certainly beneficial. Looks like it just despawned after the inactivity right there. Yeah. So not able to really utilize that power weapon to its fullest right there. Good shot there by Ghostwave to get a shot on the rocket. There shoots another one. There's another what's happening there. Looks like it does get a kill with the nade. 3 down though for Old and Posted right there.
Yeah, once again, SWAT Nation leading the series 1-0 at the moment. This is game 2, Slayer on Goliath. And SWAT Nation, they got a 4-kill lead right now. And we're on board with Kakashi. He's got 1 kill. He's got some more people in his sights right now. Any idea what the key is here? I see a lot of great map movement out of SWAT Nation. I think maybe that's part of the reason that they're able to keep that lead and sustain it so far. They're doing a lot of great jumps, I think.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I really like about this map. But there are so many different ways to maneuver this map. I mean, it does look pretty restricting at first, but then once you get better map knowledge, you're able to understand the certain little kind of jumps that are hidden throughout this whole map.
Yeah,
a lot of the little lights that are on the side of the walls are able to be picked up.
Yeah, we literally just watched Kakashi leap around the map and then flank blue team pretty darn effectively. So definitely, I think a key to winning on this map as far as Slayer goes.
Yeah, and also it looks like Nick did just pick up the OS top mid, and they do have the binary rifle as well over for SWAT Nation. So I expect to see that around the 5:30 mark. You'll be seeing the next OS popping up right there. And I believe that the binary rifle might actually be set up as more of a secondary power-up weapon, kind of like a shotgun rather than a typical power weapon right there as a 3-minute timer, because I did see it get despawned and then pop back up at a random kind of time. So interesting spawn choice for that weapon right there. Now looks like a lot of action going over on the red side of things, and Nick is able to hold up top mid, utilizing that OS to stay alive and get that kill right there. Jumps down bottom mid to kind of heal up and go a little bit of a flank right there. The blue team over kind of trapped back in their spawn right now. They're kind of struggling a little bit to kind of make away, but it looks like the spawns did just flip over to the red side as well. So we'll see how well SWAT Nation is able to recover for this. They do recognize that there are 2 guys over in the red side of the map, it looks like. Oh, but Tim goes, yeah, but that's melee takes him out right there. A nice double kill right there, but then gets taken out. But excellent job right there. I believe that was Ghostwave who was able to pick up that nice double kill. Looks like we have looks like SWAT Nation trying to set up maybe a little bit for the next OS. At least trying to get this little power position set up for when that does pop up, which should be in the next 20 seconds or so. Rockets are up bottom mid right now, and it looks like we have Serial is able to pick that up, move into the red base to try to clean up any kills right there by where Nick is. But it looks like he's able to get 1 kill, looks like, with that rocket. Nice job right there. Camo should be popping up any second now. excellent utilization of those rockets right there, being able to pick off more and more nubby scrubbies to get more kills right there. OS did just pop up and got picked up by SWAT Nation, rated at 515. So it's gonna be very difficult right now, I would say, for the oh my god, I'm blanking my name. Olden posted the comebacker here. I did say this is a 200 kill Slayer match.
I don't think so. This should be it should be Slayer. Is it advancing per kill?
It says 200 kill Slayer to win.
Right. Okay. Kills.
And I think a lot of players.
Yep.
I think a lot of players are kind of sitting around going like, "Hey, is this game over?"
It's definitely game over.
Yeah, it's
All
over.
right. That's a game for SWAT Nation. I'm not sure how that happened. Things are getting kind of mixed up here, mumble jumbled, but nevertheless, SWAT Nation definitely, doing what they needed to do to take that victory.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, break down the stats for me real quick.
I will certainly do that. We have Smoke Ya Dig Smoke Ya Dig coming in big with a 17 and 9, doing a great job right there for sure. We also had a great job from Kakashi and Clutch Mode, or Clutch Domes, I should say, for handing out the assists as well, helping out the team. I'm sure Ya Dig might benefit from that just a little bit, maybe a little bit.
All right. My name is Brandon Perez, aka LouisVTitan. I am running the All Access Halo League. This is the preview tournament, and we just witnessed a second Game 7 between Mockit and Cracked. Wow. Mockit took the first one and punched their ticket to the Grand Finals. And since Cracked fought their way through the loser bracket finals and made their way back to the Grand Finals, and they have just beat Mockit in Game 7, dramatic fashion, winning that series 4-3. This is the finals series. I gotta say, has not disappointed. What we're gonna see in this series: Game 1, HCS Truth. It's gonna be CTF. Game 2 of this Grand Final, it's gonna be HCS Refuge, Slayer. Game 3, Coliseum, CTF. Game 4, Echelon, Oddball. Game 5, Refuge, CTF. Game 6, if needed, Eden, Strongholds. And Game 7, should it go the distance for a third time in a row, Coliseum, Slayer. Do not take this for granted. This has been an amazing series. Oh, I'm gonna check, make sure it's 2 a.m. for UK. Let's go. You want to go? Let's go. Truth, CTF. We're getting underway right now. Oh no, looks like someone switched teams. We're gonna reset this one, and then we'll get this going one more time. But yes, I agree with you. It has been long indeed, but thankfully it is a weekend. It looks like, yep, that person left the lobby. We're gonna have to restart this, but that's okay because we are getting ready to go. Congratulations to Cracked on that series victory, but you're gonna have to win in dramatic fashion once again. Both teams, good luck to you both. This is going to be the grand final. Once again, this is just the preview of the All Access Halo League. There's going to be plenty of competition and great things to happen in the near future. But in the meantime, we're going to work on getting this lobby right here, right in front of us, squared away right now. It looks like we have just missed one player from Mockit. We need you to get back in here ASAP, and then we'll get this going once again. So game 1, it's going to be Truth, CTF. Good stuff here between these two teams so far. Both series, as I've said, once again, I sound like a broken record, but Game 7 between both series. This is the third series between these two teams. You love to see it. High level of Halo 5 being played right now. Our friends in the UK, Team Mockit, versus our friends here in the US, Team Cracked. We got a full Cracked roster in the lobby right now. I'm waiting on one player from Mockit. It looks like he just got in here. I'm not going to hold off any longer. I'm starting this game right now. As we load in, Mista, Legends, Looney, and Shady for Team Rocket versus Neuronical, Simply Fear Me, the Gold Star BR, and UEGJRAGN. We're going to call UEG as everybody has said and everybody has done in all the other tournaments that you play in. Don't ever change, my man. Rocket. Here we go. Deploying in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get you some gameplay.
Acquire the flag.
I will be casting this first match alone, and that's quite all right. I'm going to do the very best that I can. So here we go. Jumping on board with Simply Fear Me. It's 0-0 right now. Good one. All right, so Shady making his way to the invis. It looks like he's able to actually grab that Simply Fear Me. Playing this one slow, retreating back to his base. Looney, in the meantime, pushing him, making that play, and getting that kill. He does get taken out, and that's okay. Neuronical in the bottom of his base at the moment, pushing his way out. He's got one player top mid and got another one up in Carbine 2. Able to get that kill with a little bit of help from his team. Neuronical got people in his sights. They're both weak, able to get one kill. He's going to advance the flag, and it looks like he has an excellent opportunity right here. A little bit of a missed jump right there, but nevertheless, it is a flag cap. That's 1-0 in favor of Cracked. Woo! Neuronical still with the same life, still killing people. Gold Star BR. Getting a double, Simply Fear Me, cleaning up Shady. Neuronical advancing the flag once again. He's doing his job. He's doing it well. Got it past that 50-yard line. Neuronical able to get another good look in. Able to get that flag cap just like that. It's 2-0 in favor of Cracked. Mockit right now. It's getting late for them. No doubt it's getting late for us too, but it's not nearly as late. Nevertheless, everybody here is locked in. It looks like Neuronical's still in the same life. I don't think he's died in the last 2 minutes. He's got a good nade on this guy in top mid. It looks like it actually did not connect, but that's okay. I don't have any reason to leave this guy's point of view right now. He's just doing everything that needs to be done, making all the right decisions. Neuronical coming top mid right now. Got one player in the sights over here on P2. He's going to put down a good nade. I don't think that's going to hit though. UEG able to take out Looney, and right now UEG in the middle of two Mockit players. It looks like Mista going to fall to Neuronical. Neuronical finally getting that coveted killing spree. My man's in the red base right now, taking out Looney. No problem right there. Finally, he's going to die. We're going to jump on board with Gold Star BR right now. Once again, it's a 2-0 lead in favor of Cracked. Mista putting on some good shots right now. Both players, weak at that time. Gold Star getting the final word on Shady. It's 2-0 right now in favor of Cracked, and they got a chance to return their flag right now. Things are kind of slowed down in the last minute. If you're Mockit, that's exactly what you need to do. You just got to keep doing things right. Not making any bad decisions with your life. You know, whenever you spawn, make sure you do what needs to be done, and you will eventually get back into this game. Gold Star eventually falling to Mockit. So, jumping on board with Looney right now. They're bottom red, trying to push out right now, cleaning up players from the blue team in their own base. Looney doing a good little slide jump right there. Throwing me for a juke right there. I thought he was going to P2, but he is top mid. Finally able to make some penetration into the blue base. Looney right now slow playing this. He is going to pick up the flag. He's making his way through the sneak. And it looks like Simply Fear Me, they're able to meet him, able to take him out, no problem. Jumping on board with Simply Fear Me. Getting another kill on Shady in his own base, but the flag is still out at this point in time. Were they able to cap that? They have not, and I do believe that the flag has been reset. Right now, Mockit's flag is away. UEG has a chance to cap this. Is he going to be able to do it? He is. That's a 1-0 lead in the grand final. Cracked going up 1-0. GG's, Cracked. Let's go ahead and break down some stats here. My guy Neuronical going 11-5, UEG 9-5, Gold Star BR 11-7, 8-8 for Simply Fear Me. That's going to be just enough to get them in the right position. We're not going to mess around right now. We're going to go ahead and get this second match squared away. Game 2 going to be Refuge Slayer. Let's go ahead and cue that up as soon as possible. Refuge Slayer, it's been an interesting couple rounds that we've seen. My opinion, a lot of power weapons on this map. If you're a player like me, I love me a sniper rifle. I also love me some rockets. If you can grab both of them, you could be really dominant. But nevertheless, we're going to go to get this started. I'm going to check one more time, make sure this is the right game type and right map. It does appear so. All right, here we go. Getting right into it. No more playing
Yes, sir.
around.
I'm back.
And we
with
got
it.
FBI Tugboat back in here. My man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming back. Hope you got that little
Yeah,
breather.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
man.
yes.
Quick
yes.
game, right?
Felt,
Were you
yeah,
able to
yeah, right.
spectate?
I was gonna say I wanted to take a short break, short break it was indeed after a very quick game, like you said. That was CTF going 3-0 for the side of Cracked. Is that correct?
You're absolutely correct.
Yes, sir. I guess what I have to say here at this point is that these CTF matches have frequently been really back and forth. Really back and forth, right? Sorry, I keep burping.
You're good, man.
Now, the first game of the winners finals last time resulted the same. Sorry, not last time. In the winners finals, excuse me. Not the first round of the grand finals, this being the second because the bracket has reset. So that was Crack taking that 3-0 last time, right? So this has been the same exact result here for the second round of the grand finals. Now we're looking at a completely different story here. A little bit of Slayer action. And these two teams have played here many a time. So this is not going to be anything they have to warm up to or get ready for or get used to. Shady, Legends, both power weapons, pushing this lead to 4 kills.
Yeah, Shady right now definitely doing his thing with the no-scopes. We've seen that time and time again, especially here on Refuge. My man really doesn't miss with the sniper rifle. He's done very well for his team, and he's made some huge plays. And I fully expect that to continue right here. Able to get a good body shot right there.
Cue the he don't miss screaming SpongeBob meme. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He don't miss. My man Shady here really does not. He's got a full sniper all the way through. He is looking for targets.
Right.
So who we're looking for is Shady, and he is looking for some cabezas. He's looking to add a few heads to his collection. There's one. This head narrowly avoids him. Now up on P3 might be the next. No scopes attempted, no scopes missed. That's another one here. Uses the boost to get on the way back, but that frag is going to end him very soon. Hits a player in the feet. But that's going to be Gold Star BR taking out Shady. Nice, well-placed headshots on that. Now, that's Mockit Looney. We said earlier, this player's really been popping off for his team. Now, he's a trade there, but the simple fact that he is willing to go forth, push the aggression, and have confidence in his skills says everything in the book.
Yeah, I wonder how much, mental fatigue is going to take into effect here. I wonder how many bad plays we're going to see, how many, kind of desperate plays. I think time does come to account. Mockit being from the UK, it is 2 a.m. over there, so they're eager to get this done. But I think that's going to play against them, and I think that showed in game 1 so far.
Double dink here by Looney, was not able to keep it up through and did get felled, but a 2-1 trade is something that his team, that's Mockit, will go forth and accept all day long, especially with them a 19-13 scoreline. Staying on with Mockit Looney, this is the guy who's been putting on the afterburners and really paying off for his team, earning that paycheck, and will be earning this cashola. 22-14. Now another one, Legends picking up those rocks, taking up a 2-piece here, making the most out of that 2-round rocket launcher total. Total? Well, we actually didn't figure this out. That's not a clip, right? We'll just call it a tube. Call it a tube? All right, gotcha. The 2-round tube. I like the alliterative noises there. I am all about alliteration in real life and in my casting, so we'll stick with it. The 2-round tube. Moving on along here. We're not talking about my preferences in literary or otherwise. 17-27, a 10-score or so lead for the side of Mockit in the red. And now with Whoa, what was I about to say there? Neuronical. Yeah, that's his name. I'm not losing it.
Yeah,
now with Neuronical Sniper in hand, he's going to be looking to even this one up just a little bit more. Sights go on to other side, blue snipers, and it looks like Shady falls in the back. Gold Star BR starting his reign of terror over here near blue shotguns.
Yeah, Shady making his way through blue base, but does get taken out. And right now, Gold Star BR able to pick up that sniper rifle, not able to do anything with it. Meanwhile, Neuronical's still alive, still has a sniper rifle, and he's doing work with it, and not able to make anything connect though.
Yeah, though the push there from Legends was perfectly positioned and perfectly placed. Well timed as well, because he had teammates who were coming up, and now Legends has that sniper, and this is time to show off a little bit for the camera.
Yeah, 36-22, Mockit leading right now. Cracked leads the series 1-0. Once again, these guys have already gone through 2 best-of-7s. This is the 3rd, and my man Legends not getting tired. He might be getting more and more warmed up. He's out of bullets, though. I didn't think he realized that until it was too late. But he does pick up the rockets. He does get one shot by his own teammate's nade, and that is unfortunate.
It really is. Picking up rocks right there is the last thing in the world that you want to have happen. There's 3 players in this game that you can't shoot, and those are your teammates. No matter how aggravating it might get. And that's a quote for you. Neurotical here taking down Looney. Again, Looney being the player of the side of Mockit that's really been popping off. Still maintaining the 10-kill, 10-point lead so far for Mockit, as they're looking to take this one, even up the series. P3 being the place for Neurotical to live so far. There's one putting down opposition in his path, as that's Legends taking a really, really questionable engagement. Like, you just saw your teammate die to rocks up top, so you push the 2 down bottom?
Yeah, questionable indeed. Maybe that fatigue taken into
Give
account.
me an answer. What is it? No, I hear you. Honestly, I think that's probably what it's going to be chalked up to. I can understand the aggression. Right now is not a time that
money's on the
Cracked
line,
can
man.
do that.
Get it together.
You know, yeah. As Cracked, you cannot take trades. You cannot take aggressive pushes like that. You're looking at 2 scores down. Or, excuse me, is that 46?
It's 42
The
to 39.
little icon on Skype is like over. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, and actually, this is getting much more close. So, 43, there was 7 left for the side of Mockit. Now, this is Cracked, who really would love to come forth, put 2 up after... That would put them at, what, a 5-game win streak for the 3 from the last one? No, excuse me, a 6-game win streak, 3 from the last one, right? Or 4 from the last one.
Yeah, it was 3-0, so they won 4 in a row. 5 in a row.
So they won 4 in a row, 5 from game 1. This would be a 6-game run. That getting a little bit farther out the reaches now with only 3 kills to go, but this is a Cracked team that shown them they can do it.
Right, and right now if you're Cracked, you were down pretty heavily, and the enemy team only needs 2 kills right now, but you do have a sniper rifle in your hand. UEG trying to do what he can to help his teammates. Fear in a bad position right now, and just like that, Mockit taking game 2. Series is tied once again. 1-1.
Okay, I gotta say, why when you're down and you know you have snipes, would you push center ring, like especially from P1? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Like, you're looking at 1 + 1 = 2. That math doesn't line up.
Right, we're not going to waste any time here. We're going to go ahead and get this one going also. Coliseum, CTF, and Cracked, I'm sorry, Mockit just won this game. It's now tied 1-1.
Yep, 50-45, right?
50-45 in favor of Mockit, yes.
Yes, sir. In 7 minutes, too, so that was a relatively fast game. Talking a little bit about these stats. I'll run through Mockit here. Or, no, sorry, let's just go ahead and start. My bad. No, you're totally good. It is getting late for our friends across the pond, so we will definitely get this one started. Coliseum, a little bit of capture the flag action, right?
Yep, CTF, Coliseum. My favorite game type. As we've seen the last 2 times, under 4-minute games, both times. 2 minutes and 44 seconds the first time, 3 minutes and 18 seconds the second time. So I don't expect anything to be different right now.
What do you mean by different?
I don't expect this to be a long game. I expect it to happen fast. I don't know who's going to come out on top, but I'm sure one of these two teams will.
I got you. I mean, these capture the flags between these 2 teams really have just been absolutely lightning rounds, right?
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah. Best way to describe that one. Mockit here, left in the red. Cracked here on the right in blue. We're getting it started right now. Wait, that's right. Yeah, Mista. Yeah. Mista and Company. That's Mockit. Yeah, I get teams mixed up all the time. Pushing out for Snipes, as that's UEG takes a nasty frag, takes all but his shields out.
And jump
Now
off
pushing, and
opinion.
we've seen rounds of ring around the rosy many a time here in this competition. That's going to be another one that's actually lost out by UEG. Now pushing on, tension goes for Looney and more over towards Rocket side.
Yeah, Looney right now able to pull a flag. One thing I do like about Halo 5 is you can defend yourself with that pistol and still hold the flag. Good addition in my opinion.
Wow, even trade there, Gold Star, BR, and Shady, and really that's to the advantage of Cracked, right? The pressure was on, pushes was coming in,
right.
and I mean, even 1-1 trade, last shot, both ways, taking out each respective player. It really is to Blue's advantage given their shield and their flag was out. Now, I was kind of thinking about that while I was saying, I'm not sure if I like that, the ability to fire and stuff. Now, in previous games, you've been able to throw grenades and obviously melee with flag, but not necessarily shoot. I think I kind of like the full dedication to the flag carrier, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily, like, it does slow you down a little bit still, right? Holding the flag?
It does. It just... Yeah. I guess what I like about it is it feels nice to outshoot somebody when you got the flag. It's like,
when you got the flag, yeah. When you're the man,
yeah,
you got their flag in hand, you're doing nasty things to them.
Yeah, very rewarding.
No, I get that. I get that. I guess a proposed change on my side, maybe, when you flag juggle, when you toss that out to go in front, obviously the disadvantage there already is that your opponents can see where flag is. While you're holding it, there is no indicator to your opponents about where you or that flag is, but I would say maybe a delay in pulling out pistol or something like that, or allow people to shoot with the flag in their hand, but when they do flag juggle, maybe make a small delay on pulling out your pistol, right?
Right.
Because then there's really no drawback, no actual drawback. In a game like this, a map like this, you're not going to lose track of that flag carrier very easily. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Meanwhile, UEG able to do some work with a rocket, gets the flag past that 50-yard line, but I don't think anything is going to come of that. Meanwhile, Mockit in a good position right now. They've returned their flag. We're on board with Looney now. He's contesting UEG down at Snipe, gonna fall down. Oh my god, gets that kill. I don't know how he gets away with that, but my man is still alive, and Looney, able to assist his team and really cause havoc for Cracked in their own base. And give his team a chance to get that flag cap as they do.
So close there, that last shot, and Looney is going hunting. Red flag now down out towards R1. Now that's pushing a little bit closer. No shields, and they're going to take it. Team tied all the way up 1-1 here in an electrifying Game 3 of this best-of-7 Grand Finals after the bracket reset.
Yeah, excellent work right there to counter cap and, not get your hopes down, keep your spirits.
Speaking of getting your hopes down, I bet Shady really was looking forward to using that sniper.
Right. It's got to hurt to see it just fall out of your hands after you die.
Yeah. Simply Fear Me coming through, putting the fear of God there into Shady. Not going to allow for a sniper run for you, my friend. No binges. Fancy footwork here by Simply Fear Me. Almost gets him back onto map, but nothing doing as blue flag now out. Red's all over this one, pushing all the way through. Mista juggling very, very well so far, but going to get put down by this blue player. I missed who that was, actually, as the switches came through.
Yeah,
the kill feed gets a reset.
A little hard
Wouldn't
to
be
keep up right here.
surprised. And there it is, man. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. This has been very, very chaotic match so far, to say the least. Now,
and as we speak, it's 2-1 now in favor of Mockit. I totally missed that flag cap. I don't know when that happened, but
the flag got tossed in there. I was just talking about other stuff. I should probably maintain to objective-based scores. That would just make the most sense. So my bad. Anyway, Looney, Legends both finding ones. Actually, that's a full team kill against Cracked. Yeah, that's a full 4 down. This is an opportunity, and they only need one more. Now the escort is in. The respawns for blue team being a little bit farther out. That's a one-shot, and that should have been an assassination if I know anything about Halo, but it was not. Still got the K, and this is still the Mockit Red squad in the driver's seat. Nicely done, Shady, getting perfects left and right. Again, finding these perfect kills, these doubles, these triples, like lint in his pocket. That's left and right, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, did he frag on team? No, no, the lip there saved teammate. Nasty shots. That's Legends taking out Neuronical, or excuse me, taking down Simply Fear Me. That was the guy that we were watching who was the eye of attention there for quite a while. Jogo comes out, Legend getting punished for it. Now Simply Fear Me taking out shots in the back. Blue team not going to let this one go so easy.
Yeah, Gold Star BR making his way through Snipe right now into red base. Seeing the spawners, calling him out. Right now, him and UEG working together pretty well. UEG able to stay alive. And Looney's still alive, though.
Don't put Shady in a corner, right? He's respawned instantly, and that was Gold Star BR who gave him some attention, threw some hot lead his way, and he returned in kind. Shady coming through with a perfect, while the pressure is on, is just fantastic Halo play. Yep. Legends looking to make himself a name as well. Now pushing on to blue. Does not know that this Daz red player is there.
Oh.
Yep, that's not
that's okay.
Yeah, not good. Fortunately, he had two right next to him. This might be towards the end of game one. Pressure's there. Flip around, pick it up, and he's got enough shields to make it in. Nicely done. 3-1 scoreline. That's Mockit there. Nicely done. They're up 2-0 in the series. They will not be denied. This is the team coming through from the winner's bracket after Cracked did fall in the winner's finals. Came through, reset the bracket, got the game 7 W to reset that, and now we're looking at game number 4.
Yep, game 4 is going to be Echelon Oddball. So definitely, I think this is growing on me. To be honest, Oddball. Yeah, it's very scrappy, and you know, it's working well right now, especially between two very competitive teams. I think that, you know, it's played out well so far, and it's debatable. I put out a little Twitter questionnaire, and I asked what people would like to change about HCS, and the biggest thing that I got was most people said kill Oddball altogether. Don't like any of it. There were a few people that said Echelon is the only one that's acceptable, and so
do away with it completely.
Right. So far, I think it's been okay. Right. It's been competitive. It hasn't been a landslide either way, and it's been real scrappy, which I think is maybe the issue, right? Like, because it's too scrappy. I don't know. It's too hard to stay alive, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, let's look at this, right? We saw Cracked come through and barely lose their first oddball match, 141 to 150. You don't get much closer than single-digit score differentials. Yep. Flipping on to the grand finals, that was a different story in every way, shape, and form. Cracked took it 150 to 59, almost tripled up on score. Okay, so there's really no precursor. There's no information that with which we can use to make reliable predictions here, given that this has just been all over the map, pun intended, the first 2 oddball games.
Yep, we're going to jump on board with Mist right off the bat, making his way top mid, through the stairs, down to bottom mid, looked at the oddball, said, nah.
That's for somebody else. I'm not playing my life here.
Oh, and he's going to die other way, and it looks like Cracked is in a great position. All 4 alive, 3 guarding, and so Gold Star right now, you know, competing against Shady, it looks like, and Neuronical able to take him out. Good little cleanup right there from Neuronical.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it before, we say it again, there's so much to be said for the confidence that you have in your teammates, and that really only comes off the back of playing together.
Right. On board with UEG, he's got the ball, he's ready to jump off at any given time. He's taking a couple shots, but Fear in a good position to kind of relinquish a little bit of that pressure. Picking up some major time, 30 seconds straight for Cracked.
Yeah, and of course the position here that they're in means that oddball can be tossed off the side at the first sign, or the last sign of trouble. Really, you don't want to do it the first sign of trouble, right?
Absolutely. I think that UEG playing his life very well right now. Clearly, you cannot argue with 45 seconds of ball time, especially when the other team has 0.
Yeah. This is all Cracked, all in the driver's seat, all the time, always so far. Looks like Red's going to get theirs and actually toss it off. Now, okay, what that was this is a Red player realizing that our blue Cracked team was just simply very well set up.
They were,
right?
and they were challenging
Yeah.
one at a time, which is very ill-advised, but it worked out in that case, and they now have the ball. So,
Ball dropped.
you know, good job for them. Legends is gonna fall though. I don't think the ball was played. We're gonna figure out where exactly the ball is, but yeah, it's on respawn. It looks like Crack's got the ball once again. Mockit unable to really get their hands on the ball for longer, or for
They
anything
really
that really
haven't.
matters.
I mean, we saw Cracked again. They just absolutely stomped in their last oddball match. I cannot imagine that that is far away from the minds of these Mockit players. Now, Blue picking up again. Gold Star has those rocks. This is a blue team Mockit, or excuse me, a blue team Cracked is in every position to start taking even more points. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I gotta give kudos to Cracked because they just lost 2 games in a row,
Oh,
and they
look
come
at the
out.
sneakiness.
Yeah,
Legends trying to stay through that one. I liked it, but with ball carrier, you know, coming in there, you kind of have to go forth and act, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can really afford to let that ball get away from you, especially given that you're looking at a 50-something point lead right now.
Right. There is a 50-point deficit. It is, I should say, 60 now at this point in time. We're gonna jump on board with UEG. He's hanging out top mid, waiting for that ball to spawn in a good position, able to call out spawns as he sees them, staying alive, doing exactly what he needs to do, getting his help, and kind of regrouping. Very efficient play right now out of Cracked, I would say. I don't know, I'm not a pro by any means, but I would definitely say that right now Cracked is being extremely efficient, playing ball when they need to, hanging out in the back of the base, getting that set up. They're doing everything they need to do in a oddball game to really, put this kind of lead on a team.
Yeah, seriously. This is looking at a Mockit team that needs to come and just really consolidate players, shots, resources, everything. They can't really afford to go forth and play the rest of this game, and because really what it's been, they've just been taking scrap time. Shady has it right now and was only able to get 5-6 seconds because they're playing inside, and that came off the back of a 3-piece against the Mockit squad. Cracked has just been doing such a good job of coming in and taking at least 2 players out, half the team deleted, really just negates any effect that a red Cracked, or excuse me, a blue. Oh my god, I'm losing it. A red Cracked Mockit squad can do. Oh my god. Sorry. I keep getting teams mixed up. It's just been a long day.
It has indeed, and our teams are getting tired, but that's when champions are made. Right now, Neuronical got the invisibility. He's got that plasma pistol. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't have the plasma pistol anymore, but he does have invisibility. He's making his way towards that oddball. He knows exactly where he's going. He lands the perfect nade, gets the headshot.
Nice.
Nice little carrier kill, metal, and meanwhile, ball's trying to get
Good job getting it off.
Yep.
Yep.
Barely
Good job
rolled
getting it off, yeah. So 97-58. This has done a great job by Mockit to make steps towards closing out the score differential. It's a good job again, tossing ball off, headshots landing everywhere here for Neuronical, like it's the rain. Perfect shot. That was almost a perfect kill, I thought. He got onto ball carrier there, the last red player, managing to scoop that one up. Toss ball a little bit farther away, but just like that, we have another reset. Missed it with a nasty perfect against him, and this is a blue Cracked squad that is on a roll.
They are. They're definitely Cracked right now. They've in perfect position. Took the ball to their spawns. Enemy spawning on the complete opposite side of the map. Great opportunity for them to gain more time.
Yeah, they're not going to turn down time by any means. Well, I was mentioning scrap time earlier, and what we're looking at right now, Louis, is really a Cracked squad that could come through here, and as long as they take 5-6 seconds at a time, that's all that really matters, right? They're looking at such an advantage right now. They could trade 5 for 20 all the way up here, because now they're looking at and only 20 points down. They're looking on here with Gold Star. Tried to get something going with the plasma grenade, or plasma pistol, excuse me, but did get felled by that active camo player. Now Blue getting over, and Neuronical not able to get this ball off the side. Ooh. Just like that, Legends is here, and Legends makes the toss. 13 points here for Cracked. They do not need very much. Rockets wasted here, not something that you're going to see this Blue player do very frequently. Mockit, Looney continuing on, doing some very, very efficient shots and more going. Red now trading back inside. The possibility for grenades will be much negated as these players play within the confines and with walls and more. Daz in corner. Players know that he's there. Individual shots from the plasma pistol coming out, and Mista making the most of it. This is a player that knows these weapons absolutely perfectly. Scrap time is all that is needed here for this Mockit Red squad. Is Looney falling. He's been doing a lot for his squad, but not able to do it every time. 1v1 lost by him as that's Looney, or Legend, excuse me, getting spawned and perfected out the rip. Double kill now. This is Simply Fear looking to make it 3. Gotta getting taken off point as oddball player, carrier, excuse me, did take him out. 81-140.
Yeah, speaking of mental fatigue, it's definitely taking a toll on me. I'm having a hard time switching very effectively, but nevertheless, Mockit Looney getting that kill, little trade action, and you know, in the last minute of the game, Cracked has not got any ball time. They only need 7 at this point in time, but
yep. They just picked up 2 there at the end. This is looking a little bit more scrap. Neuronical trying to provide cover for him. 149. Ball goes off the side. Red player is dropping right there on ball, and this incoming in 1 second. It's there, picked up, and that is it.
Excellent play out of Gold Star.
Now, we were looking at a huge deficit. We were looking at almost 100 points earlier, so that is still a huge job, a fantastic performance here by Crack to have negated that score differential as much as they did. But Mockit coming through here, Blue Squad. Yeah, Blue Squad losing. Yeah, Mockit lost, Cracked won. Yeah.
You're good. We're all tied up right now, 2-2. Next game, Refuge CTF. Whew. Gotta take deep breaths at this point, right? I feel like we're running a marathon here. CTF, Refuge. There's snipers on both sides of the maps. We got rockets in the middle. I think, you know, maybe that's debatable if it should be Invis or rockets in the middle. You guys let me know after the tournament what you guys think. Because I know that it's different, you know, there's different variants, right? And it also varies by game type, if I'm not mistaken. And so maybe looks like we lost a player. We're gonna have to restart this one, which is totally fine.
Lost 2 players. Oh no, that's fine. Talking a little bit about this game, I think that I think what this really came down to is Cracked played their roles better, right? They realized when ball is up, ball carrier was always having positioning in mind. They were always making sure that they're going to pick up ball from neutral and then move as a team, as a cohesive unit, over to somewhere that the ball carrier can toss off in the event of a complete team loss, you know, in individual team fights. Mm-hmm. Something else is that these blue Cracked players, whether I think that was UEG who got a whole lot of ball time, but whoever it was doing a good job of staying in corner. Now with these boosts and, you know, with the simple jump, the verticality that is provided by a jump, and given that you can toss ball really at a solid little angle, you know, once that's a possibility, once it's time to, you know, go ahead and take that jump. The other blue players were all over this and making sure they're playing that bodyguard role very, very well. They're playing their lives. They're dumping out frags. Obviously only get 2 of them per life, but they're really making the most of them consistently. At that point, trading is something that is going to be on the minds of these blue bodyguards as well, these Cracked players who do not have the ball. And that role was also played just absolutely perfectly. You know, we've seen before in the HCS a long time ago where players would literally almost like intentionally suicide with frags when this game got a little bit later on, you know, once we got a little bit closer to 150, that yeah, and that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Because as a defensive team, as you're defending, as you have the ball, those trades are 100% worth it, all day long. As a winning team, if you could, if you could force spawns into a big open room and just have your bodyguards 1v1 other players all day long, then that is going to be an ideal situation. That's almost what we saw here at the last with Cracked. They're playing their lives very, very well. And with that, they have tied this up. They've earned it all the way through. And now we're looking at a Refuge CTF with time return, not based on player proximity.
Indeed, it looks like Gold Star BR is going to make his way to the sniper rifle. Let's see what he could do with it. Making his way back towards the flag, looking at that other sniper, but he's not there. really quick to clear that out, kind of, in my opinion. And maybe this is why I'm not good. I would still be looking over there.
Still be looking over at snipes. I'm right there with you, my friend. We've all been there. Nicely done. Legends getting sniffed out here by UEG, a player that we have not seen on the sniper rifle very much so far, but perhaps that's the reason why we should, be seeing this player a little bit more. Nice frag, actually, is going to force Shaq back. I believe that is Shady, who is on the other side of that. And just like that, Red's flag gets picked and tossed. Not sure if that's going to make it back. Of course, this is on the time spawn. And so at this, you do not have to have your flag back to score points. Is that correct?
I do believe that is correct.
Yeah. The Halo historian, our local professional, as Ryan Stryker was saying earlier, that the regular CTF you do, but time is different.
Yeah.
And that you do not have to have the flag back to score.
I do believe that is 100% correct.
Yeah. And these timers will be on, I believe, on a 10 or 12 second. So that's really not a whole lot of time either. You know, when you think about it, looking at 7-second respawns, I believe, and these players just not gonna have a whole lot of time to respond. You know.
Absolutely. These two teams making each other work for it. We're tied 2-2 right now. This is the third series between these two teams. I gotta say, it's as close as it gets, and I'm happy to see that type of competition. I'll be honest. I know it's dragging on just a little bit, but I do not mind whatsoever because this is intense.
Hey, we're here for it, man. We're here for it. There's a lot to be said for close games, and that is the only way that you could describe this competition between Team Mockit, Team Cracked.
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes it worth it too. I mean, close games are hard to come by. I feel like in sometimes in competitions, and
with it, I mean, we saw all 3 O's, right? But like the first round was literally all 3 O's. So ending this out with completely different story, every way, shape, and form. Not one but 2 best of 7s going down and tied all the way up. Now, in last game, yeah, even in last grand finals, we did not see a team going up 3-0. Or yeah, we did actually. The first grand finals we saw.
Mockit
we saw Mockit go up 3-0. Yeah, and the previous one, of course, was traded all the way through. One, and then a team won 2, the other team won 2, one team won 1, one team won 1 to push it to a game 7.
Oh,
but that was the winners finals.
My man Simply Fear Me just did himself dirty. He killed himself with a nade.
Hey, it happens, man. Sometimes life just get a little bit rough. No, I'm just kidding, man. Sniper rifle coming up here, about 9 seconds. That's over on blue side. But of course, these two teams really are going to be traversing into the other's territory very frequently. Gold Star BR getting doubled on that one. Looney being the one credited with that kill. And there you go, another one on top of that. So this is Looney continuing on his theme of not just, trading in the fact that he dies, but taking 2 with him. So 2 birds, 1 stone. He'll be making that one all day long. Nice perfect here. Neuronical getting a perfect on Mista, actually, while he's flying through the air, too. Making that one just a little bit harder.
Gold Star making his way across Snipe Bridge. Got somebody in his sights, but he's got his back turned to literally every other person on the team. Able to still stay alive, though. Lands a nice little body shot. Unable to finish that kill, though. Probably calling him out. And in the meantime, listening to call-outs and securing that kill right there in rocks.
No, I'm with it. And that death from above here from Gold Star BR. That's 2 followed up. Oh, man.
Nice.
That was just going to be so nasty if he hit the spawn snipe. I've been there before, and there's no good feelings about that one. Nista being the next on his chopping block. Gold Star BR has been on an absolute run here, and that was Shady actually ending that one with a couple body shots after missing several. Again, kind of uncharacteristic of this player. Now, Red's flag getting tossed out here. That time spawn or respawn will have started now. Frag's down here. Looney's seeing him, but it looks like there's no shots left in that one. The animation there just not disappearing quite yet. Nice tuck. That's tuck away. What is that called actually when players tuck their head and move away?
I don't know, but I know exactly what you're talking about because it makes you harder to kill.
Yeah, no, but it's just kind of later. My terms are going in my tiredness. The Halo historian Striker here would know exactly what I'm talking about. But happy birthday to him, right? Man who casted some games and then is now celebrating his 25th. So.
Yeah, I wish I could be 25 again.
Yeah, me too. 25 is actually the age when I started feeling old, like waking up tired, joints hurt and stuff like this. But fantastic job by Looney, him continuing on to prove what I've been saying about this guy, that he has just absolutely been turning it on for the Mockit squad so far. Now, only with, what, 7 minutes left, this guy got the first cap of the game.
Yeah, honestly, slower gameplay than I was expecting. It's been high caliber, you know, lots of trading and whatnot, but I was expecting, you know, flag pushes to be coming more often. The fact that we're 6 minutes into this, or maybe more, I'm 100% sure, but it's only 1-0 with 6 minutes left. Definitely interesting gameplay right now. I think that Refuge kind of forces that sometimes for this game to be a little slower. At the same time, man, if you get all the power weapons, it can be a landslide on this map. So, bit of a slippery slope on Refuges.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on your definition of slow, right? Because this has been, I mean, these guys have been just absolutely slaying all the way through. But points-wise, I cannot agree with you more that just simply in the past, we have seen these games go much, much faster. Now, Mista getting a lot of attention, and even more damage against him. Is this blue player now getting away with it? Nice headshot on Duronical, and that flag might be returned here soon. Blue is out, so they can score still because this is the time reset. But now, Red's flag getting about 3 seconds left. Blue player's trying to answer it to it, and that is a return. Oh my, Mista putting one right in the mouth in Duronical. No scopes necessary.
Yeah, both teams basically living on each other's bases at this point in time. I've been saying that it's slow. As far as score goes, I couldn't agree more with what you're saying, Tugboat, because literally these guys are flying, dying, capping each other, and it's been intense. It's 1-0 right now in favor of Mockit. The series is tied 2-2. Gold Star BR, he's got a sniper in his hands.
Goldstar BR, sniper in his hands. We can anticipate some fiery action coming out through here. He's got one in his sights. He knows that player is there. Pressure is coming onto Blue, and there it is. Nicely done. Knocking down this carrier. Not going to let his flag traverse out away from home base. Yep. Shots from the top. They'll be taking advantage from that one again. Shady taken down with a perfect on this. Nice shimmy shake there, but not going to be able to get away from Mista so easily. Center now being the place of much violence here, as many members from both teams trying to get inside of it. Headshots all over the place. Strong sighting. Maybe reading chat actually does have some value sometimes. Thank you to Why Not Be Casting. I recognize that name. Shout out to Why Not Be Casting. Appreciate that. It was just slipping the mind for a minute. Out of ammo for Mista. That's not an ideal situation. There you go. And making the most of it. Still not fallen quite yet. We're looking. Mista now has a sniper on the other side. Not sure if there's ammo in it though, right?
Yeah,
yeah. No, he's out of ammo on that one. Gotcha. Ooh, nice frag lead on that one. This looks like Red trying to set up in a push from the side. Members of Blue spawning though. Barely able to make it inside. Good job by Mista here again. This guy's been alive for a while. Perfect out. Not able to get behind cover. Does get felled. His reign of terror thus ended.
On board with Mockit, he's got the flag, making his way past that 50-yard line. Finally, I think we might see a flag cap. It depends how good Mockit can get into position and secure this flag cap. I don't think that Crack is going to have any way to stop that, and it looks like it's a 2-0 lead for Mockit.
Yeah, nicely done. And like you said, didn't really take a whole lot of damage in the end, right? Or throughout that last half of that run. Yeah. Trying to get away here. Blue members felled. I like Looney. I like the coordination this team has put forth so far. Now they just need one more to take the advantage in this series and go up 3-2. One of these teams will do it, I promise.
Ooh, good shots right there out of Looney. Still got a sniper rifle in his hands. He looks like he wants that extra ammo. Oh man, UEG's got the other sniper in the meantime. They're in a little bit of a bout, but Looney getting picked apart from rocks. Gonna try to land that no-scope, unable to do so.
Yeah, you know what? I would say now our no-scope percentage is probably about half. Like, I feel like, what we've seen on stream, of course. I have no idea what is going on outside of stream, obviously. Different players' perspectives. But if I had to give it a guess, nice shot. Mista getting just absolutely clotheslined by a sniper bullet on that one. But yeah, if I had to say, I would say that our no-scope shot percentage hits Accuracy is about 50%.
Exciting.
We have a 1-2 piece right there. Shady is no longer of this world.
Yeah, UEG
Trying to set
doing
up-
some work.
Phew, doing some work is a fantastic and accurate description after 2 headshots. Now we have blue players in. These reds should not be spawning so close inside. There is 1, so they get the lucky spawn on that. Now that's 2, actually. Again, very lucky spawn. Frags everywhere. UEG now with a nasty flank. There's a
Killing
2 or
frenzy.
3 piece. I'm not even sure. Okay, just leave the red player, take the flag. I'm with it. I like it. No ammo
killed
in
10
for the
people.
sniper. Yeah, right. I've 10 killed. Oh my goodness. Killed 10 people. I've done my time in Azkaban. Frags utilized as a bit of a gatekeeper on that. Not able to stay up.
He does.
Red touch, nicely done. That's the reset at the least, and a nice toss here closer. That's me, members of blue scrambling to try and take this one. That's the only one they need left, Louis.
It is 40 seconds though on the clock, so it might be too
Oh,
little
man.
too late. They are down
I
by
didn't
2
even
flag
realize
caps.
that.
I know this game is going fast because it's super fast paced. Oh man.
Might go the ton. Not something we've seen so far. Well, no, we saw 1 overtime match, right?
We did, and I believe it was the same game type and map.
Yep, would not be surprised. Blue looks like they're pushing on.
Yep. Still doing a good job cleaning up kills. 3 down from Mockit. Neuronical working on the last guy.
Yeah, that frag just barely missed Mista there.
Yep. It looks like that's all she wrote though. 7 seconds. It's 2-1. They're not in position to pull. I do not
Yeah,
think.
that's just 1. And yeah, like you said, if they had flag in hand, it'd be a different story. But as it is, this red Mockit team striking again here. Now going up 3-2. This is a situation that Mockit was just in the previous Grand Finals match. Now, if they can allow this pressure to not get to them, then they can tie this one up nice and easy, put a bow on it, and end this one out. Mockit 4-2. Now, if Cracked does take this next match, a map that will be
It's going to be
Finals.
Eden Strongholds.
Eden Strongholds. Gotcha. So, Stronghold being, again, a bit of a different story, bit of a different game type, right? We've seen Stronghold specifically go, just be extremely varied, right? Cracked won the Stronghold 100-29. Mockit won just earlier in that 100-77. And then looking at the winners finals, again, that was a 99-100 barn burner.
Yep.
Okay.
The same map, same game type.
Yeah, so that went Mockit,
Barn burner indeed.
Mockit, and then Cracked just trouncing with the 129. So Mockit won very closely with the 99-100, 77-100, still pretty close, right?
Yep, definitely.
And then 29-100, just absolutely getting blown out in the most recent oddball match, or excuse me, Stronghold match. Sorry. Now we're on Eden, yeah, I can say this is a map favorite, right? By a lot of players, or at least this type. Again, this has been remade a couple different times.
Absolutely, and I think that it's 3-2 right now. Mockit leading this series. Simply Fear Me and Gold Star BR getting their work done. Meanwhile, 4 down for Mockit. Spawning on blue base now. They have switched sides, at least for just a moment. Actually, it looks like they forced a split spawn. Great job by the blue team right there.
That really is. Obviously not something that you can, decide. You can't definitively do anything to force that one out, except for place your players in places where you can most logically think they would force, far away spawns. And a split one like that, that's money all day long.
Absolutely. I think it may be a little more luck than it is skill, but nevertheless, they did accomplish that. It is 9-0 in favor of Cracked right now. Cracked once again with their backs against the wall, and we've seen it time and time again. It brings out the best in them.
Yes, it does. They're on stream. The pressure is on, and pressure makes diamonds, my friend. A run now starting for Cracked, getting one taken away now. So this is not Mockit who's going to be taking points, but at least they have slowed the ascent at which Cracked is getting up there.
23-point run in favor of Cracked at this point in time. We're on board with Legends. He's up on Catwalk, trying to locate some players of the enemy team. It looks like he hasn't spotted anybody yet, so he says, you know what, let me just go stand in a stronghold.
Hey, makes sense, right? Make something, make the most out of your life or whatever, right? And sit that ass on stronghold. At least make sure that any opposing player is going to be met with some hot flying lead.
Yep, Simply Fear Me in a great position right now to get a double kill. Looks like he gets that perfect on the first. Unable to get that second kill though. Mockit, Looney.
Showing up in that kill feed again. That's a 2-piece there at the end. UEG able to end him shortly thereafter, though. Now, flipping on over to red. This is Mockit slowly taking points. They'll have to maintain this one for quite a while, though, if they want to achieve this this deficit, right? About 20 points now.
Yep, they have Catwalk right now. It's being contested, able to fight that off. And they're in a good position. They're still holding that. They're clawing their way back in, 31-13 at this point in time, but they have gotten these 10 points consecutively. And
yeah, they got one point off the very rip, but like you said, everything else has been on this run specifically so far. Still been here with Legends, and that's a perfect example why. Neuronical beating that 1v1, and this is Legends still maintaining on with Catwalk and doing a great job defending it. Now getting up close and personal, stronghold defense by him, maintaining possession of the 2, and his team is still ticking away.
Yeah, Mockit right now down by 13, or actually, quick math, not even gonna try right now, I'm way too tired for that, but Gold Star VR, making his way to Catwalk, unable to secure that stronghold, but it looks like UEG is able to do that for him. Meanwhile, in Red Nest, it looks like 2 players of Mockit are just hanging out, trying to get some good sights, trying to land some good nades, doing a good job overall. Right now, it's 35-28 in favor of Crack.
Looking on here, maintaining with Gold Star. Fantastic decision. Blue's gotten 2 now. Going to be taking points slowly. Catwalk, always going to be a tough one to hold on to. But now Nest, actually, they're looking for the 3-piece here, Louis.
They really are. And right now, UEG doing a good job staying alive. He's got somebody.
Oh, nice
little
done.
Double team, right? Neuronical
that was
putting the
Legends
ending shots.
that was Legends and Mista, I believe. They did a great job of maintaining possession there. They were. Oh, no, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong team again, man. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no problem.
UEG and Neuronical, who were maintaining there and had each other's backs 100%. Coordination, communication, man.
Yeah, capture spree. Not something you see too often right there. UEG just having his way on the map at this point in time. Triple cap, as you were saying, that they were trying to accomplish. They had 4 down even for just a moment. And so right now, all momentum on the side of
Cracked Gaming.
Cracked. There you go.
Gaming, yep.
It's on the tip of my
pushing
tongue.
this. No, you're good, man. I'm right there with you. Like I said, been a long day. 62 now, a 30-point score advantage here for the side of Cracked. Looking in middle, and that's Shady getting taken out by Neuronical before. This is our UEG player who can even respond. Now Mista, fancy footwork and more, gonna reward red team. That's Mockit with Blue Bend. They're taking it now, actually. Blue's been respawned, and Simply Fear Me trying to get that done himself. He got very close to it, and the simple fact of, providing that flag, providing that interference is really just very effective.
Ooh, nice little nade there. As I was saying before, easy to bank a nade at any time from nearly any spot on the map on Catwalk.
Yeah, on the Catwalk. Yeah.
Neuronical staying alive right now, fighting for his life. He does get picked off by Shady with a nice little team switch there. Shady on a little bit of a spree, not an actual killing spree, but a nice little double kill right there. Neuronical is still alive.
If we're looking at last game, Cracked with 129, they cannot make that now with Mockit pushing 40 now, but this might end up being pretty similar because garbage time is all that is necessary for Cracked. If they pick up 4 or 5 seconds at a time, they can trade with Mockit all the way up here and still take that W. Now, if they do, of course, they'll be tying this up 3-3, and we'll see another Game 7, Louis.
Yeah, it does appear so at this point in time, but this game is not over yet. UEG down at the bottom, only one alive for just a moment. Staying alive, that's really your main goal whenever you're the last alive, right? Just stay alive, do not die. Get some good spawns for your teammates, and really do everything you can. Right now, they're getting triple capped on
Yeah, this is UEG, who's been alive for a while, but this is not a cracked team that is making a play for any place. Now, they do take the one, and active camo is there. That's probably why UEG was kind of camping out there. But Catwalk is the only one achieved. Nice beat down here, utilizing the most from that active camo. And just like that, teammates of UEG is able to go out here, take... That was Blue Bend, now Red Hawk, or Red... Yeah, Blue Bend, and this is Red Nest, excuse me. That being the Eye of Affection. UEG's on it. Very close to taking this all the way up. It's about 3/4 of the way. Gotta take this all the way, though. There you go. Now the 3-piece here for Cracked. Only need a few seconds of possession on this more, and they'll put a bow on this one. Again, that would be tying it up. 3-3 in the series.
Yeah, perfect map.
Going rabbit hunting here for UEG. That was Shady getting barely away from him, and now 160. We are looking at a total tied Game 7 situation.
Right, who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? Cracked and Mockit. Feel like a broken record. I've been seeing these two teams' names for, what, 6 hours now, but these are really been the, I mean, these have been the closest matches. Everything else before these guys was a 3-0, except for our losers semifinals, I believe. And everything about this spells out evenness and just as, yeah, just as even as you can get. Man,
Yeah, so I got to say this before we start this game. I think that these two teams are clearly about as evenly matched as it gets. I want to see these two teams play again after today. At another point in time.
I mean,
and I'll get with them separately about that. But yeah, huge games. It looks like we lost one player from Cracked. We're going to get them back in as soon as possible so we can get this final game going because it's tied 3-3. This is the third series between these two teams. This is the last game of the All Access Halo League Preview Tournament. The final game.
Yeah,
the final deciding game.
Yeah, who would have guessed it, right? Like, this is exactly what's happened in every single game so far. We predicted the Game 7 situation earlier. Now it is getting a little bit later. We're going to start this just as soon as possible. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you have all been waiting for. This is the Game 7, the third of which, the third Game 7 situation. This is as even as it gets. There's, I mean, unless we saw literally like, 2-3, 99 to 100, and 149 to 150s, that is as easy, and is not as easy, as close as you get.
Yeah, looking at stats from last game, UEG, 18 kills, 7 deaths with 15 assists. My man was going off. He was just shooting the pistol, and it was connecting everywhere he went.
Yeah, how many perfects did he have? 2? Yeah, okay, so 2-2-2 for Neuronical, Simply Fury, and UEG. Did not find any from Gold Star, but on the other side, Legends, Mista, Mockit, Looney, and Shady only found 1. Oh, no, excuse me, 3 between the two of them. Shady down there at the bottom. I'm not really surprised whatsoever. Shady is a guy that can connect with those anywhere he goes. 4 shots to the head is an easy peasy for this guy.
Absolutely. Once again, this is Game 7 of the third series. This is what Halo is all about. These teams have come. They have duked it out. Both teams are tired. I know across the pond, our team Mockit, it is probably well past 2 o'clock now, probably nearing 3 a.m. or whatever. It depends where you are. But it's also getting late here as far as just straight up hours in this tournament. Both teams are tried and tested. This is what makes champions. I want to know who you think is made out of championship material. Who do you think is going to be the game changer?
What we've talked so much about about them across the pond. Mockit. Sorry guys, what I got to anticipate is that this many hours in a tournament and this late has got to start taking a toll. If I gun to my head, I got to make a prediction. This is Cracked. They have come through. They have reset the bracket. They have done everything to earn this, and this is a Cracked team that is going to take it.
Cracked cannot be denied according to FBI Tugboat. I'm going to play devil's advocate.
They will not.
And yeah, I think that Mockit's going to walk away with this one. And I do think it's going to be close, though. UEG right now, he's got the sniper rifle. He just able to secure it, kind of able to put himself in a good position to, get some excellent lines of sight and really not take much damage.
Snuffed out quickly. That's Shady here going and doing battle. And so did go up top. UEG got the shot onto Shady, and then Shady fell down. So that was a trade all the way. And that sniper did go off, take a long walk of a short pier. They'll be respawning here soon, as this is Mockit Looney popping off. There's a double. Did not get
Bad
his
time for
shields
Clamber.
starting back up. Yeah, you know, another half a second or so, and those shields would have at least started their charge up, meaning that he would have been able to take at least one headshot before dying. So was not able to get that one. We talked about micro plays, right? Just the most minor of changes, most minor of facts.
You hit the nail on the head. I was about to say the same thing. The little details are going to make the difference in this game, and right now it's 10-10.
Yeah, I mean, look, right? Like that kill might literally matter, make the difference between these two teams. Everything they've been going for. 3 now Game 7 situations, and that seriously might be the deciding factor earlier.
All right, man. I wish we had, you know, some comms, because I know these guys are stressed out and they're probably yelling at each other. You know, someone's weak over there. I'm weak.
There's not going to be
trying to live.
any comms here. There are going to be whispered. Let's just say that.
This is
So
what
we're
it's all
having
about.
fun.
$100 on the line here. Both teams walking away with a little bit of cash at the very least, but the winner of this game is the winner of this tournament. This is the final deciding game. Simply Fear Me going down to Shady right now. We're gonna go ahead and give Shady his FaceTime.
Attention. Yeah, exactly. And that's why we do it. Plays like that, especially against Gold Star BR, in every way, shape, and form, a shining player, pun intended, for the side of Cracked. So, mild advantage, now pushing that to 7. Here's the Mockit squad. I really like that the name of the sound alliteration, by the way. Mockit squad. The Gold Star VR actually getting taken out by Shady again. Shady looking like he, you know, realized that Gold Star VR was going to respawn and went and found him out and sniffed him out as quickly as he could to start that 1v1 again. Now again, oh no, I thought that was going to be Shady versus Gold Star VR again, but not going to happen so easy. Now that was Gold Star VR. Attempted frags, or excuse me, plasma as a method out as a temporary wall, but actually comes out just a little bit too soon. Simply Fear Me getting his revenge against Shady.
He does
One might
indeed,
say,
and it's 25-15. Just a moment ago, 11-11. Things have since changed. Mockit taking a hefty lead, 10-point lead right now. It's at that halfway mark as far as kills go. If you're Mockit, you only need 24 more to the promised land.
Yeah, and Cracked is going to be looking at that one as well. They are behind a little bit, but this is the point in the game here, Louis, that you have to change your overall game plan. You have to start playing a little bit more conservatively, and you have to send out squads, at least 2 up. You cannot go off solos and just try and take 1v1s over and over again. Not that these players are bad, or not these players could not win an individual one-on-ones, but you can't afford to trade anymore.
Absolutely. The time has run out. Every life counts.
Shady with the sniper. Yeah, that's even less so. This guy hitting 2 body shots in a row. Fancy, flashy stuff, as this is a Mockit squad pushing their advantage up now by 14 kills. Not ideal.
I gotta say, Shady's starting to look like championship material. He's doing work with the sniper rifle. He's got 3 more bullets, and he's looking to put them to use. Meanwhile, he's pushing towards rockets. Everybody sees that they're on respawn, but nobody wants to make that push just yet. Shady getting hit by his team, Nade, but he does land a body shot on UEG. UEG looks like he's gonna be able to stay alive. Someone was able to claim rockets. Let's see. It looks like it was Mista. We're gonna hang out with Shady, though. Shady's got somebody in his sights. 37-22 in favor of Mockit right now. Crack needs to get it going, and they only have 13 lives to work with at this point.
No, they don't. And again, they have to play more conservatively. They have not changed up their game plan whatsoever. You do not want to go down and try and do something different, try and coordinate and go with a different general plan of attack when you only have 10 lives to play with, or anything less than that. And that's really what they're looking at right now. Technically 11, but every single one of these is going to matter, I guarantee you. Now, as I say, this Cracked hitting halfway at the 25. Desperately looking for kills here. That's Gold Star BR just blasting out there at the end, but nothing doing and nothing gained. 27-42, 15 kill difference. This is now Shady getting a lot of damage against him. Every single kill Cracked is going to cherish and strive for. There's nothing else they can give up. Just like that, Mockit, Looney, and Legends finding 2 quick ones. We're now pushing this to 5, and the lead and that score and that W getting farther and farther out of the grasp of Crack. They've come through and reset bracket. That does not mean that they are deserving of this W quite yet. Yeah. Mockit is here, they're loud, and they're ready to go.
Shady having perfect map rotation at this point in time. He's got UEG one shot in his sides, but not able to take him out. We're going to jump on board with Looney, see who's going to be the one to seal this
Trades.
victory. Legends now. Top Rockets. Rockets on respawn. They need 2 kills to win this. He's got the Rockets.
That's one shot, but missed it. Dropped rocks down bottom. 37-48. No other lives lost can be afforded by this crack squad. Now we have Shady with the sniper. That's one in that second. Legends takes him out. 50-31. Mockit is your all-access Halo League winners. They'll be getting themselves $100 and a lot of respect from this caster and more after a very long day, bracket reset, random frags, self-team kills, and everything else more. That's going to be okay because Mockit is your winners.